Welcome everybody to Ravenloft and the Demiplane of Dread. So Ravenheart will be here when he can make it. He is no problem. When last our characters met, they were accosted by some strange undead being. And yeah. So we can begin with character introductions if you like, and tell everybody who you are, where to find you, and we can start. Misty.
Howdy, I am Kalina Sumar. I play an Asmar, and she has a completely ordinary background, and she's following all these people around because she feels like she needs a family. So she's kind of like her little adopted family. She kind of thinks of Maeve as a big sister right now, and she kind of looks to Alana to see what Alana's doing because Alana seems like she's got a grip on how to kick things and punch things, and she's a little scared of Sigmund and his big sword that he keeps throwing around at everybody. So, next person.
Hello people, my name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. I am playing Maeve Seppa, the tiefling, what did I go with? Bardlock, I think. It's been a long week, folks, sorry.
I will go. Hi, everybody. I'm Birdie, aka the Birdie Saurus, and I'm playing Valley Thurwin. She is a halfling, and she is not 100% certain why she's here. So she is very uncomfortable and confused and masking that with sarcasm and naps.
It's appropriate, definitely. Well, welcome everybody. Thrilled to have you all here in my nightmare adventure.
Tilly didn't intro.
Oh,
Tilly.
sorry.
Back. Sorry, my headphones ran out of batteries. But,
That was your beeping. Not
well,
mine.
I'm Tildays, and I'm playing as Alana Roommantle. That I'm like a warlock, kind of lost, kind of got transported to a magical realm that I don't really know what's going on. But you know what? Like, she makes the most of it, and she's following along and looking how things go. And you could find me at the Tildays on Twitter, and on Twitch it's just Tildays.
Awesome. Sorry about that, but yeah, glad to have all of you here with us tonight. As I said a moment ago, Ravenheart will be back, or he'll be here when he can.
Oh my god, we need no cough button. I just realized that.
What's that?
We need no more cough button. Maybe like 3 waters real quick.
All right, yeah. So, everyone but Dasani Dakoka, who's stepping away for a moment, you all saw an undead. So yeah, we'll start with that. You all saw a zombie, and but yeah, Dasani had told you what you all saw, so we can start there. Definitely, it's a preview, just standing there after that.
Okay. So we saw a zombie. Are we near the zombie? Where is the zombie in comparison to us?
It is, I mean, over, 10, 15 feet away. It's taken down. It's not animated in any way now.
Oh, it's the
Just
zombie
looks
we
like It
killed.
looks like a corpse. Yeah, it looked like a corpse to you all from the start, but Dasani had told you that it looked like some sort of elf to him.
Oh, that's right.
It did.
Okay. Well, that was fun and bracing. We should continue on.
Alright, well, where do we head from here? Isn't there a road that we're supposed to be going down? No.
We're on the road to Vallaki.
Okay, then let's get ourselves going to Vallaki. Because And kill does not sound like fun.
No, rarely is.
What do you think, Alana?
Sometimes travel can be fun, just not.
So, what were these things that, Strahd told us that we needed to go and kill for him? Sounds like the Dreadlords, are we gonna know when we run into a Dreadlord that, know exactly what we're looking for?
Roll me an Arcana check as you ask this of your patron.
19.
Is a 19 for me too.
All right, yeah. You probably notice them because there'll probably be some sort of either you'll probably notice them, and again, there'll probably be something of like immense power if they hold a title like Dreadlord.
I mean, they wouldn't be in some kind of disguise that they'll be really obvious.
Maybe
Maybe.
you can't discern that.
I think you know.
For
a
the most
Dreadlord
part,
if you
for the
saw
most
them.
part, you'll know one when you see them. But there are, I mean, this is a dark world where basically any twisted nightmare is possible. So you could be being deceived by everyone around you already. Roll me for madness. No, I'm just kidding.
I do it. Raven's here, so can you kick yourself out?
There we go.
Sweet.
Here we go.
Ha!
Hey,
Is like magic.
perfect timing.
So-
We were just doing character intros and we were just getting started. So
Cool. Sorry for being late, guys.
that's okay. It happens to the best of us. We hit technical difficulties too.
Which two? We stalled. We BS'd for a
Soft
minute.
start times. I don't think start times
Yeah.
should be so stringent. I mean, soft start.
I say we start with BS sessions before the game. I
Stream the Greenville.
Alrighty, onward and outward.
Yeah.
All right. Raven, you want to do a quick intro?
Sure. What's up, guys? My name is Ravenheart. You can find me on twitch.tv/Ravenheart. I'm also the co-creator of the Scareathon, which is coming up May 29th through the 31st. You guys, signups are closed now, unfortunately, but it's going to be awesome. 3 days, 30-plus broadcasters, all horror games for benefiting St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. My character is Sigmund Dischain, the wielder of the Reisentotter, a giant greatsword larger than most men can wield. He's lost in this strange demiplane. He's new to even magical things, so everything in this plane is kind of off to him.
everybody vote vampire voice.
Yeah, in the chat, if you all want to vote, should Matt do his vaguely Eastern European character voice or not?
I mean, it's not hard. It's just it's not good. And sometimes it gets Italian too.
Well,
It's like it's a
Italy is right
vampire.
next to part of- Italy is right next to where Eastern Europe starts. So, that Balkan powder keg.
Let me see. They said no. They said, all right. Yep, I'll take that. Silence.
Silence means don't do it. No. Maybe it means do it. Oh, thanks, Ravenheart, for hosting us, man.
No problem. I'm trying to get some more
Alright.
people in here. Let me get the tweet. Oh, where's the main tweet?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Alana, what were you doing there? I don't know. What's it look like when you like talk to your patron?
I'm probably just just looking down. Like, I don't want anybody really to know, but everybody does know at this point. But I got this ingrained in my head, like I gotta just like pretend like nothing's going on, but like, yeah, I'm seeing things, and I see, just random eyes appearing on the ground and looking at me. And I'm looking at the eyes, and I'm like, I know, we got a problem, and we gotta work on this.
Well, if yeah, and talking to the patron, oh, it's coming through good here even. All right.
I mean, it can't be worse than the stuff I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff that I probably wouldn't talk with you guys, but just not feeling great about this whole Dreadlord thing.
Me neither. Scott was pretty scary too, though.
I mean, he seems a little scared of the Dreadlord, so I'm just like,
maybe it's a numbers thing.
deal. He might be worse than Strahd. Maybe.
Warlocks, roll me insight real quick.
Sure.
Not a warlock.
19.
That is a 13.
Yeah, you both would know that after, beseeching your patron for this information, your patron's interested too. It's a Star Lord. This is
My
Dreadlord.
patron's always interested.
Yeah. They like those dark powers still. So, like a curious dog that smells something delicious. Those patrons come.
Can I do like an
around.
Arcana check or something? What are these
Hmm?
warlocks doing?
I don't know. Warlock stuff. You're a ranger. You do
I
ranger
see you
stuff.
doing warlock stuff, and I'm like, kind of sketched out, putting trees at the same time.
Yeah, like my patron, like I know, like it's been a while since I've done anything for him, and he's getting kind of impatient. kind of get annoyed at this.
Never return my text.
Are you seriously just gonna leave me on red like that? I speak into your mind. You can't leave me on red. I know you're
Straight to mind voice.
yeah.
So, yeah, Alana, I think maybe we should do something about
I mean, I slightly remember that when we first got here, there was something mentioned from the one lady that we talked about. That there might have been like some kind of like magical something or other in a graveyard kind of thing. And I can't quite remember.
the cards, right?
Yeah, when they read our fate and such.
Oh yeah, she tried to, Madame Eva.
Yeah.
You tried.
Which alone was off.
Yeah, everything seems a little off.
Well, but that's why we're going to Vallaki.
Let's start there and see if any, regular Barovians, Vallakians. See if they've heard anything about these dreadlords. I think if these dreadlords are as bad as everybody says, or Strahd says, and your patron says, then word's probably got around by now. I haven't heard much about it. I've been out in the woods.
Yeah, we haven't heard anybody talk about any dreadlords yet.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go down the trail? Keep going.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Relax. Saw you guys doing your deal thing. Do you mind if who do you guys work for anyway?
I mean, I don't know if my patron necessarily cares about me working with other people, but it's one of those deep old ones. Yeah, it just kind of lurks in the depths, and just a bunch of eyes. I just can't quite understand it, but you know.
Sounds like the biggest, cutest critter ever.
That's why I've always been a mercenary. You don't have to show
don't have to
fealty
worry about-
to one lord. You can just do work for whoever you want, and no
My
one ever
patrons-
questions your loyalty. Money is my loyalty.
Money patron would be pretty dope.
Mine is, well, I'm sure you'll meet her eventually.
Although loyalty is earned through companionship. Fighting alongside someone obviously can draw you closer to them. I would say this you travelers have definitely earned my trust. Well, most of them, and you know who I'm looking at over here.
Sigmund, I'm not gonna lie to you either. The economy here in Barovia sucks. It's garbage. You probably won't make as much here as you would back home.
He's not going to make anything unless we go down the
We're kind
road.
of stuck here though too. So
Hey, what's everybody talking about?
Oh, good, Valley.
Hey, sorry, I got a little distracted back there. There was some. Doesn't matter. Listen, hey, where are we going? What's happening now?
Val-
Vallaki, Dark Lords.
This road we're going.
Okay.
Follow-
works for the old
Follow the
lord.
dirty brick road. We go.
Do you
guys
need
know
to be
why
caught up on
those,
last week?
No,
Or
no,
did you
I'm
get
good.
to catch
I
up?
watched it.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So did anyone see those big, gross, dirty guys running away? They were like super freaked out. Did you have anything to do with that? Because it was like, it's kind of funny
bit.
watching.
So they look like dead guys to you too then?
Dead? No, dirty. They were just
Dirty.
very dirty.
Oh,
I think she
Did
means
they-
the
muddy
mudmen.
guys.
Mud- yeah.
Follow the dirty
Guys,
brick
pretty dead
road.
people.
That's where we gotta go.
Let's go.
Dirty brick road? Okay.
Well, it's dirty and muddy road.
Mudmen. Thank you. Hey, you get a point
Perhaps
of
we'll-
inspiration. For
Dude,
going back
perhaps-
and watching it and remembering the Mudmen. I liked them. Thank you.
Perhaps we'll be the mudmen sooner than later.
Who knows?
Hey,
No.
it sounds like a pretty
So,
good job.
as you all approach, there's a fork in the path, and it's about a 10-minute walk, but you would know that there's a lake 10 minutes to the north on the way to Vallaki. You don't have to go there, I'm just letting you know.
It's like the early morning now, right? Like the sun's just or what we see as the sun here in the Demiplane of Dread is rising now, right? Or is it still like dark?
I'm pretty sure it was like midnight when
Yeah,
you
it's
all
dark.
left.
Yeah.
You had only traveled for about an hour before.
Only an hour?
Yeah.
The plan was go straight there because
Unless
we
Birdie
knew it was gonna
remembers
be
those
shit.
numbers too.
I remember that you said specifically that it would not be morning until we got to Vallaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I
So-
figured. 'cause
Hate
I
it
was
here.
like, I'm pretty sure I'm making you travel at night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
was in
yeah.
the back of my head.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was going to be
Yeah.
shitty. That was one of
It's-
the things. Yeah.
That was the timing. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
about the same distance. By the time you get to Vallaki, it will be morning. But you are in the twilight hours now. It's like, so yeah, we'll say 3 in the morning, and you're slated to get there at 6.
I'm sure we're all getting pretty tired, even though we all agreed that we're traveling through the night, right?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure we're
and
all
even though
getting-
you're staying on the route, the mist seems to sap all of your energy. So I need some Constitution checks, not saving throws.
Oh, I need to get my dice rolls up.
Where's my dice?
Yes.
That's a 5.
13.
17.
My thing. Let me think.
Who got
Is
below
it
it?
still gonna be my thing? The thing? Yes. Oh wait, it looks all jacked up.
What'd you get on your Constitution check?
16.
21.
Does it look so stupid? Hold on, I jack this all up.
We used to these myths now. We all Barovians now.
We're all bad here.
And it's
Okay, let's see here. What is it? Well, you said Constitution check. So what do I roll?
Yeah, just Constitution. So a D20 plus whatever your Constitution modifier is.
Perfect. Okay.
It's not a skill. It's just like
Or yeah.
ability.
Okay. 13.
All right. Yeah, 10 or higher. You realize that you need to like slow it down a little bit, but if you got below that, you don't really notice the effects of the mists, and you're still kind of trudging at like full force, but it doesn't really do you any good.
Yeah.
You feel.
When I see that lake's over there, I just go faster. That lake. I think.
Toward Vallaki or the lake?
Toward Vallaki. I don't want them to know there's even a lake. I'm gonna have some animals show up
yeah.
and distract.
Okay, so it would. Could I like do something like some kind of survival check or in maybe some kind of perception check to like, because like when you're close to something like a large lake, like you can like smell the water in the air, especially if it's what I mean.
Guys, maybe we'll see.
You can hear the water.
Big ass lake. That's what I'm trying to distract you.
Yeah, you could give me a survival check if you want to, but you would definitely know there's a lake like 10 minutes north. That is common knowledge. There's a sign. It's one of the few signs that hasn't been knocked down.
So there's like, oh look, lake that way. Okay.
Like Lake
okay,
Dreadlord or something.
What is it called?
Awesome.
Cool. Okay, so this is what happens. Sigmund stops and he goes, "Hark! There's a sign. It says lake."
Great.
Yeah.
You don't
Is
want to
that
go to that
probably
Is
lake.
that where we're going?
Mm-mm. That lake is nothing but trouble. You don't want anything to do with that lake.
What does that mean? What do you mean trouble?
It's Lake Zarovich.
Listen, it's the only lake here, and I hate it.
It's just a lake.
What you like have? Can you not swim or something? Like, did someone throw you in the water? What's going on? Why you making
Roll
it
me
weird,
history.
man?
Roll me history to see how much you remember.
I remember.
You remember enough. You remember enough.
I do remember enough.
But you don't. Yeah.
Fuck that lake. No, I don't want to go back there.
You know, the more you say you don't want to go, the more I want to go there.
Can we teach him how to swim? I think we should.
I'm a ranger.
That's a
I can
fantastic
swim like
idea.
the fishes, just not in that lake. And wait, I think wait. There's other lakes. Any of the smaller lakes, maybe.
Not
but
in
that lake.
that lake or any river.
No, thank you.
Why,
Sigmund,
though?
Sigmund turns to
problem
Maeve and asks her, like, you have knowledge of this area. Perhaps we could travel there to maybe find sustenance or replenish our water skins. Or perhaps it's not a good idea.
Swimming in the lake is probably a bad idea, but we do need to rest.
Fish there. are
Trying to
nice.
trying to trudge on is not going to work. And you know that, Dasani.
She's right. At least for a little bit, we should rest.
Oh, we can rest. Cool, we can do that. Just
We
right
don't
here,
need to
right?
go into the lake.
Right.
Yeah, as long as we
We
don't go
just
in the lake,
rest.
I might be okay.
Although he puts down his sword for a second, like just kind of puts it into the dirt. I could go for a bath.
Wait, hold up. Oh, dang, no. It was prestidigitate. Somebody prestidigitate this kid.
I might actually.
Smell of mudmen is still in my nose.
I do. I have prestidigitation.
There we go.
Poof.
There
You
it is.
no longer smell or look terrible.
Ah! What? Wow. I need to have you in my party more often. Especially when I'm at battle. Believe me. Traveling with a company of soldiers, you can't imagine the smells. Worse than a pig farm.
People stink.
I appreciate you guys not going to the lake. I got super drowned there this one time.
Wait, you drowned? Why didn't you just say that?
didn't want to lead with that.
Learn to lead with that.
So you don't know how to swim.
I do know how to swim. There was
Now.
rocks and chains. And,
Oh. Wait, why?
drown.
Wait, no. I need to hear this story. What happened? What'd you do? Who got mad at you?
That's the best part. I don't think he remembers. You can roll me history.
When I
see
say
how many of
super
those
drowned,
details you remember.
I mean like really, really drowned. No oxygen.
But
for,
don't
like,
you
a good
remember
long
he's
while.
half dead? We've already figured that
Suffocation,
out.
no breathing.
It's elf stuff.
Sorry. Valley
Even if I
starts
remember,
What'd you get?
dancing for no reason.
Oh, yeah, you remember what that was. Well, I don't know. Maybe don't remember
I
what
don't
that is,
see
but
it.
you remember.
I remember like it really, really sucked, and it could have been like I don't know how long, and I couldn't breathe.
Okay, so
And
you're
I-
admitting the brain damage. I get it. It's fine. That's good to know.
I got better. All right. There were
Did
fish,
you?
and they helped me get
Did
out.
you?
And then I met animals, and we started doing animal crimes, and now I'm here with you guys. All right.
Sure, you got
Holy
so
God.
much better. It's clear. So much better.
I call some animals because I just
Use your
want
call of beast.
I'm doing it.
It's his comfort blanket at this point. It's a security blanket.
I just yeah. I want some,
You
I
all went
just-
on the forest edge, so you're in your favorite terrain in the
Yes.
forest.
Yes. Critters, come to me and back me up here.
What kind of critters you looking for?
Some like knowledgeable looking ones, some wise ones, so she like a dope Dave Filoni wolf and an owl.
You
or
just want
some
some friends
shit.
that have knowledge, that's all.
Some
Dude, he's like that one guy in the Green Mile. Isn't that what it's called?
Pretty
The Green
goddamn
no, what's it called?
Say
What's that
what?
one movie with Tom Hanks where?
No, you're
where,
right. Green Mile. Green Mile.
the-
Give me a knowledgeable mouse.
That's what I said. He's like Green Mile. He's like got the little mouse and he's like gives him some cornbread.
okay.
Do you want to give some mouse?
You find
cornbread
there's
now?
there's a plethora of forest beasts, but some of them are horrible iterations. You know, because they do live in Demiplane and bread. So,
I don't judge.
you know,
They're
out in
horrible.
nature, there's sometimes mutations, and sometimes that happens in the Demiplane too. So like, one squirrel shows up, and it's got these like huge like raccoon claws. It's
Look at those
terrifying.
tobies! Oh my god, he has little claws and little claws. It looks like he could just
He has really sharp
rip your
teeth.
eyes out.
Yeah,
I love him.
it looks like some. He's a squirrel, but
I will sit and pet my raven because yeah.
I do the little thing with the cat and the claws, but to the squirrel with the paws.
likes it.
You know,
He
what I'm
likes the
talking about.
pets. He likes when you like go in between his paws too, like cat stuff.
Yeah,
Cat
I love that. And he goes like,
Mhm. That happens
Yeah.
for a minute. So,
Okay.
what's everybody else doing?
"See, I know what
Walking
the hell I'm
away.
This is a horrible death squirrel. Get it away from me.
I don't mind the animal because yeah.
You're seeing one.
I'm going to name you Gartanian.
And there's also some mice too. Like 3
Good.
mice.
Are they
I'd say
blind?
Sigmund, even though like he is slightly distrustful of Dasani, his animal companion hijinks, like he can't help but be slightly,
Listen,
like entertained
if
by
I'm
it all.
cool with a mutated, dire death squirrel thing, right? I mean, I can't be that bad.
My
I mean, as
raven
long as
doesn't
he-
like you.
He's your friend, you know. It's okay.
We are now.
For now, I mean, you can't just not become your friend anymore.
No, we good. I mean, wait. I'll do. You know what? I'll see how good of friends we are.
You know, while you're sleeping, the death,
Boom.
squirrel just grabs you by your throat. I mean,
No, we really good friends. I just
Okay.
did a, hey buddy, could you do me a favor and not use your little paws to tear anybody's eyes out or try and tiny strangle them, slash their throat. And just... Yeah, don't do that, little guy.
Dude, that would be fun.
And he looks at you like, we'll see. We'll just.
I like this squirrel.
Well, if we're not going to the lake, perhaps we should trudge on.
Does that count as a short rest? Is that a little rest?
You all can
We
have
do
the
at least
benefits of
need
a
to
short
rest.
rest.
The animals told me it's chill here, so I just had them do their watch though. Let's go to that town. Find out about these dreadlords.
All right.
So we're doing.
Off we go.
So I get to meet
Onward to
Lodge
Vallaki.
at some point. Alana, do you think I could meet your patron sometime?
I mean, maybe. I mean, the whole thing is like if you stand out near that lake, I mean, I could maybe like, you know, get him to like peek out a little bit, maybe.
Are you just fucking with me right now?
No, I'm not. I mean, it's just like, you know, I got like a common thing with this whole like drowning situation and almost dying and, you know, seeing eyes and bad things, you know.
All right.
I feel like our patrons would get along rather well.
I think
really
I would
like
get
water
along
either.
rather well with your patrons. Get some god level Digimon up in here. Some level 20 shit. Alright, let's go to this town.
All right. So, can you survival checks, everybody?
$18.
19?
15.
12.
Dirty 20.
Let's see. Survival +2.
You guys
11.
got the good check. Yeah. No one even got below a 10.
Oh, throwing the kitty.
Not
are you
really
doing?
throwing, but
I'll
it's
underhand
kind of
toss him.
obnoxious.
Like, give him a couple rocks back and forth, and then I
Can you hear the kitty stuff he's doing?
Just
I
give
get
him
it.
some dice. He loves dice.
I know my cat loves dice.
hold
Please
on,
don't alinity your cat.
And I'll throw it at him.
Yeah,
Nah.
no. Don't do
I
that.
threw a hair tie.
Don't do that.
I threw a hair tie. I had one up here for when they mess with me.
Why do
That's
you?
my cat.
Yes, they do.
Why
cat
do you
stuff.
own a
I
hair
didn't even
tie?
have to throw it at him. I just
Say
hacked
what?
it.
Why do you own a hair tie?
What? I threw.
Why do you own a hair tie?
To put his hair up on a hot day. It,
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
No.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Because it's like $2 for like 20 little cat toys.
Okay,
And,
okay.
that
That makes sense.
yeah, they love them more than any cat toys I've ever bought them.
That is true.
I just wonder.
Cats also
why
hate dollar
someone
bills.
would-
They hate them.
Never mind.
No, it's not. They're not for me. They're for kitty cats.
His
And I put their
brother's,
little
That's
head. I put their little hair in bows. No, I'm just kidding.
his brother's grown a man bun, and he has.
Can you see this picture of my cat? He's laying
What?
on money.
That cat's a fucking baller.
I know, right?
kitty.
That's when he was really young, though.
Handsome champion kitty.
Misty, we need a cat emoji.
That's when he was
Wait,
really
all
young,
of our stuff's
before
the
he
cat
got into
emojis.
coke.
Literally, they're all cats.
Yeah.
Are they?
Since then, he's gotten into some trouble with some, you know,
They're like all
He
ver-
lost an
sharks and
eye,
stuff that-
and now he's
so,
blind. So yeah.
they're all of our
They're a little
cat.
too much gambling.
All of our like stuff is like they're all little cats almost, and even our logo is gonna be a little cat, sort of.
Our logo is an imp cat.
Yeah.
That's a mouse cat.
Like it, like the heart one. He's a cat with ears, like because the obsession with tiefling ears. It has nothing to do with you. That I was
So I
just.
just hate what he's doing right now. Just freaking hate what he's doing right now.
Do you?
Okay.
Okay.
Part of the
Moving on
experience.
from the cats.
No, Matt hates this. So since I rolled with advantage, I
No,
was
no.
instead I'll do this. Is this why you hate my
What
options
is
were
happening?
he's metagaming. So now you guys get
Oh.
the crappier option of my advantage. That I
I'm
rolled. No, I'm just
sorry.
kidding.
Matt,
No,
no.
no, 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 no.
This is why
No
we're kicking you
metagaming.
out of that room.
This is why we need to
all
have.
hear a cart carting down the road. from off in the distance.
I think after the encounter with the Mudmen, Sigmund isn't going to take any chances, and he readies his weapon.
I'm hungry. I'm hype on this.
Yeah.
Or better
so,
yet, perhaps we should. Like Sigmund, he's standing there with his weapon, but he says, perhaps we should get off the road.
We
That
good.
too.
Wait, can I do a perception check of this cart?
It's far away and misty outside, so
It's out.
darkness, dim light. You
Alright.
can do that with disadvantage.
I did. Actually, I don't care. I'll just lie and say, with my elf vision, and I've been here so long, yeah, I can see really good through these mists. I tell you what.
So,
So,
them you see?
huh?
What are you gonna tell them you see?
It's a cart. I think it's some. I'm not really hungry. We're good here. I don't know this.
Well,
I'm just
I
really
tell you what,
confused.
Dasani, why don't you stay here on the road and we'll go off the road and you can deal with that.
I do that.
So Sigmund he puts out his torch. He like stomps it out, and he puts away his sword and
I'll
basically
start walking
gets off the
to
road.
the cart.
Is there like a shoulder like area to the road where it goes down, like maybe, and there's like maybe some underbrush over there? Get some
There's
cover.
trees on either side, so you all can find trees that are wide enough to hide behind.
Okay, that's what we do. That's what I do at least, and I kind of usher the rest. Come on, if you don't want to be seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hide behind Sigmund. I'm good.
I'm gonna ask.
I don't want to run into Dasani's friends again.
Wherever Alana goes, I'm kind of gonna go unless Maeve goes in another direction, and then I'm gonna be very confused.
I will, to not confuse poor Kalina, I will go with them and we will all go hide behind trees.
Okay.
Togetherness.
I'll send my mice to go watch after them, and then I'll ask Guartanian to go check this thing out while I'm walking towards it. So,
Wait, what was that name?
Guartanian.
Wartanian.
Guartanian.
Guartanian. He's a
Guartanian the
mutant
squirrel.
squirrel with raccoon hands
And he is a mohawk.
and a hankering for eyeballs.
Wait, he's a squirrel. The moat. So is he like the? Never mind. Just okay. I'm behind
He's
the
like
tree.
that gremlin.
He's
Yes.
horrible. You love him.
He's
And I'm
amazing.
kinda scared of him at the same time. Too fast to live, too young to die.
He won't even
Too
let me get like one
fast,
death
too
save before he
furious.
starts eating my body. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
walk up
so
to this cart with my
this squirrel runs up, and he runs up to you, and he doesn't really seem. You hear some like grizzled voice, like, "Get out of here! Get out!"
Hey! What the? You leave my fucking squirrel alone.
And
Alright.
as you approach the cart, there's this. You see this hunched over figure, and all you see is hands, and they're covered in warts.
So it is food then. Okay.
And then as he looks up at you, he's just covered, just covered in warts.
This is some real Barovia shit right
He's
here.
terrifying to look at. I actually need a wisdom saving.
From all of us.
Anyone who can see him, perception checks. If you don't have dark vision, you can't see him.
That's it.
I'm hiding behind the trees.
I'm wherever. Yeah, I'm with my friend, my friends.
Is
and
the
my
man?
leaders.
Is the man on the cart? Is the man driving the cart like, or the figure driving the cart? Does he just driving without any kind of lead lamp or anything like that? On
It's
his
like
cart?
a little hand cart he's pushing.
Oh, but he doesn't have any kind of lamp like lit. He's just going in the
Pushing it.
dark.
He has wart vision.
A lot of us have dark vision. It's
Wart.
not that big a deal.
Wart vision.
Yeah, okay. But
I'm over here being in my normie self with no
yeah,
dark
I
vision.
don't have dark vision. I don't really want to make myself known with a fireball.
But yeah, I fucked up here. I got the one.
So what'd you get?
oh,
Oh, you got a
Red.
20 plus numbers. Yeah.
No, it's the 20 is the yeah.
Oh,
One
it says
is a
fuck.
fuck.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me. roll a d100. You failed critically. My fault.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. You are paralyzed. You've retreated into your own mind. You can't even talk to this guy.
I heard my squirrel.
Yeah, dude, and he's like, can I, he's like, can I help you? But, you're paralyzed for a moment. And, everybody else, what are you doing? This old guy, he, as he lifts up his hood, he is horribly disfigured and freaks Dasani out. So Dasani is paralyzed for a moment. What are the rest of you guys doing right now?
I will.
Still hiding?
I will peek my head out from behind a tree. I suppose I need to make a wisdom saving throw when I look at
Yeah,
this
because
guy.
you see him.
All right.
Oh, Tilda's is hosting us, and Ravenheart is hosting
15.
us. Thank you.
There we go.
15.
15. Unfortunately, does not quite do
Are you
this.
fucking kidding?
Not kidding. He's freaky. Look, he's really scary to
shit.
look at. He is hideous monster man. I'm
Gortan.
not trying to be mean. I'm just saying he's very disfigured.
That's right. I said my mice
so-
are there to protect them. So my mice are probably just telling them to just stay put, right?
They don't really seem to be bothered like you are. But
Can I think,
give me really quick. I'm sorry. Roll me a D100. And what are you doing, Elena?
Can I talk to Dasani and say like, yo, what's that? Like telepathically? Can I talk to him while he's paralyzed?
Yes.
I mean, like,
Maybe.
what's up there, yo?
Just stay put and don't look at this dude. Unless you want to
Freak
rob
you
him.
out, essentially.
If you want to rob him, just murk him in the back of the head. Just wait for him to walk by and then get him in the back of the head. Don't look at him. Just take him out when it's all back of the cloak. You don't want any of that front of the cloak. Trust me on that.
Maeve,
can't
what'd you
move.
80.
Lords.
Okay. You have an overpowering urge to eat dirt.
She's a mud man
Okay.
now.
Groovy.
You may have
I
just
will
become a mud man for a moment. Dasani, give me another wisdom
I
check.
think that's her name. Okay, what am I?
19. You snap out of it, but that dude was just scary looking and it freaked you out.
In Alana's mind, I'll still just lie there all not moving, like, and I'll be like, I can get him in the back of the head if you guys want to help me with this.
He says to you, you wouldn't happen to have any food, would you?
Yeah,
Do you have any food for him?
yeah, I'll give him my food, but I'll
Rations?
I'll give him my rations, but I'll have my squirrel. Before you give it to him, I'm not gonna give it to him. I'll have my squirrel take it around to him. I definitely don't want to see this dude eat.
The squirrel puts it up on his cart, and he like opens it and unwraps it a little bit, and like smells it and like licks it, and then he's like, okay, well, thanks, kid, and because he's super old, and he reaches into his cart and roll me a D100 again. 24. Now find the trinket table, and that's the trinket that he gives you. The Barovia trinkets.
Big, kind, babbling, and capable of almost conscious
You get-
podcast.
Say what?
Bravo.
See, I should just have that up all the times because it's
Give
the
me
best.
trinkets.
It's the best trinkets. What'd you get? 44.
44.
Gives you a jar of pickled ghoul's tongues.
I got some snackies for my new buddy.
You.
Alright. Thank you so much. Why were you hungry? You had these delicious pickled bull's tongues here. Would you like one?
I'm a vegetarian, but thank you. I eat
Okay.
only root vegetables. probably does.
I kind of want to kill this guy again. Okay. So
What happens if you try to kill this guy?
I'll take his tongues. I got snacks, and I'll be like, "You can keep going." Wait. You got any other crap in there? Do you got any other food?
Does not have any other food.
What else you got in there?
3 GP a pop. He's got. Any of you all can step out if you like, but you do have to beware his scary visage.
I'm currently numbing on dirt, so
Oh, you can give me after like doing that for 6 seconds. You can give me another wisdom saving throw.
okay.
So you
Wait,
only
is
get that.
Sigmund is Maeve behind like next to Sigmund, or is she like behind her own tree? Like, well, what did you do, Maeve?
I don't know. I followed you guys.
Okay, I think Sigmund sees her eating dirt. Is like, what's going on? Are you okay? What's going on out there? Like, just kind of like very concerned that she's eating dirt.
I rolled a nat 20. I'm no longer eating dirt.
So she's like,
You had a nervous moment. You didn't know what to do.
Bleh.
You reached down and you
Bleh.
scooped up dirt. What happens? We've all
are
been.
you okay?
She will take out her flask and be like, well, that was horrible.
Yeah, rinse that up.
What's going on out there? Of course, we're whispering.
Go save Dasani, Sigmund. Alana and I will be right here. Bring Maeve back too.
Are you sure? Are you sure we should save Dasani? Whatever he's. I mean, if he dies, he's probably just gonna come back to life again, right? I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Good point. Just bring Maeve back.
Okay. Well, I think
It's right here.
Oh, good. Maeve's staying then. All right.
Sigmund he'll strike his torch off, like lit again, and he'll leave his sword there against the tree and just have his crossbow with him. He doesn't want to come out looking like some bandit, like, you know, attacking the cart. So he'll step out from behind the tree and be like, "Hail, traveler!"
Do you looks at you as you make eye contact and walk up there, open eye contact.
He puts his hand up like, "I mean no harm. I only mean to greet you, and I see that you have wares for sale."
Oh yeah, come over here, kid. Come over here, and then as you come over, give me a wisdom saving.
Well, he'll turn back and be like kind of like shrug to the rest of them, like seems okay, like so far. And then my wisdom save is.
And you're like, oh.
Oh my god, I do not have a good wisdom. Oh wait, it's just 0, so it's just a 20. Okay, go. Boom. 19. Oh.
You're good.
You did it!
You're good. You
Like,
hit it to get. No, I'm just kidding.
Mud pies for me.
It's not that high.
Well, he'll come closer. He'll come closer and just he'll look at Dasani and just kind of like I hope my traveling companion hasn't annoyed you too much.
No, he gave me some weird rations, and I like smell good.
You'll have to forgive our timidness. Where we've come across some bandits and some other strange things on our travels through this forest.
Oh yeah, it helps to be horribly disfigured. Things are just like, I don't even want to eat that. Dire wolves.
What?
They come up
That's
to me
fair.
and they're like, nope, I don't want that.
Well, Sigmund is kind of looking through the stuff, like what he has on a cart, and while he does, he goes, "So, what can you tell me about this area? And what do you know about Vallaki and the Dreadlords?"
You see his, as you tell him that, or as you ask him that, roll insight as he tells you he has no idea what you're talking about.
What?
You can see it, like you can.
8.
He makes a weird shrug. So roll me some insight. He's like, "Oh no, I don't know anything about any of that."
I got an 8.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't know anything about any of that.
Can I also roll an insight on that?
The rest of the group can roll group insight. Average of
14.
17.
And
What'd you get, Misty?
14.
What'd you get, Matt?
12.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. So the rest of you back up your buddy, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa! But let's back up a second here, and as soon as you guys like question him, his eyes go from like kind to like piercing really fast, and he's like, "You don't know what you're messing with," and he runs off into the woods.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait. He runs off. Does he take his car with him, or does he just run
he
off?
abandons the cart and just bolts.
Okay, well.
And
we'll
he's a
just
lot
loot the cart.
faster than
Take
you
that cart
thought he would be, being an
That's
old
fine.
man.
That's
I
fine.
tip it.
We'll just loot the cart.
I knock that cart over.
There's trinkets in
Knock
that
the
cart
cart
for
over.
everyone.
Oh.
Yes!
Okay. Can I make an
What's up, Misty?
alignment check here?
Can I command
make
him
an
to
out-
stop?
Can I roll something like very specific to make it seem like okay? I wanna make it to where my alignment is questioned here, to see whether or not I'm gonna go towards like a different alignment here, because I kind of wanted this to be a theme for this character like throughout. But
It's
I
free
wanted
shit.
to.
Let's take
Because
it.
you
I'll
guys
be
are
the
just
devil on your
robbing this
shoulder.
guy's cart. You know, this is his stuff that he's trying to sell. Whether he cares about it enough to just run off, you know, maybe he was just scared. You know,
I'm the
I
devil
wouldn't-
on his shoulder. Who's going to be the lawful good?
See,
Oh.
I was
Maeve's
we were
chaotic
just
neutral,
having a
so no.
conversation about this for like alignment. There should be like an emotion ability score. So like emotionally, I can't handle that. I can't handle you guys doing that. Like you said, like alignment checks, but there's not that ability. So yeah, you can roll insight, I guess, and just
Jimmy.
watching them just loot this guy's cart.
Who's the paladin
You
here?
can
Who's gonna
really
Jimmy
choose
Cricket?
if you
probably
let him
look
go.
around in
You
that
can
cart
roll.
too.
You can roll like a d20 and go odds or evens if you want to. I don't know. You could choose how he.
Well, how about
Give him
this? I'm gonna
disadvantage.
do. I think I'm gonna like. Sigmund is gonna like have a little bit of a thing here where he's going to look at the stuff and appraise it. Can I do some kind of appraisal, like to see how much does this stuff look like it's worth altogether?
Yeah.
Well, what do I roll?
Straight intelligence.
I see what you were doing there. You're like, how tempted am I? Does it look like a
Yeah,
shit?
yeah,
If it's
exactly.
crap, I don't
Come
really
on,
care.
come on.
Not tempted at all.
Intelligence? Okay, so it's -1.
You're
Let me see.
summing up all the stuff. So just
10.
Yeah. It's. I mean, these are just baubles and trinkets. They're like
Okay.
a
Well,
GP
Sigmund
apiece,
kinda-
but
He gives it a look and then he's like, he shakes his head and he's like, I won't be part of petty thievery, and steps aside.
Oh, no fun, Sigmund.
He just gives her a grunt.
And as you say that, you hold up, roll a d100. Maeve.
Ooh. 60.
You hold up some really weird key.
Ooh.
Some very
Key.
rusty looking key.
I am always interested in keys. This little raven is very interested in keys. Also, my other raven is sitting here going, "Ooh, key," and she'll grab it and hold it.
Okay. Anybody else
Perhaps
want
it's
to
the-
trinket?
Perhaps it's the key to this man's house.
Oh, free house.
I doubt it.
Is there a deed in here?
You have to figure out where that freaky man lives.
Ew, I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to go to Ward House. That's disgusting. Probably.
Yeah, I'd probably look around in there and see what I could find.
Yeah, roll me a d100. Kylina, roll me a d100. You know you want some weird freaky trinket.
I got 75.
Oh, where's my D100? They are hiding.
You find a small mirror that shows you, but like 95 years old. And no matter who you show it to, that's what they see.
I got an 80.
So, which cat just knocked the wire loose?
Hi,
Pick out
welcome
a
to
plug, We
Raven.
can still hear you.
Welcome to Ravenloft, where Miles's kitties are not as bad as Tilly's.
I can hear you again.
Yeah, my area is pretty cat-proof on purpose.
Let's. Hey Jimmy, it's time for a Jimmy surprise, don't you think? In the middle.
I want to torture him. Not yet.
All right, Miles is back. Corbo.
Trinkets!
I got a. I think it was an 80. I vaguely recall now.
Yay.
80? I
Yeah,
heard someone say 80.
that was me.
Who is me? Sorry.
Dummy.
Alright, you find a mummified raven's claw.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Elena, we got you, right?
Wait, a mummified Hogwarts student? What the? Like, that's just.
That's what happens.
That's just jacked up.
I now have a teacup with cracked blood and a stain and a mummified raven's claw. What I'm collecting.
It's all really good stuff.
Valley. Do you want a weird trinket?
Still just in. I never came out.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching from afar. I don't know how I feel about all this. We're
Valley,
stealing
get
stuff.
out here.
There's a creepy ass dude. Like
Get over
everybody's
here.
being real
Stop.
weird.
Are you taking another nap? Come on,
Thinking
Get
about
out.
it.
get over here.
Like what? Why did you?
Valley,
What?
Valley, come on, there's
He's gonna
stuff.
come
Free
back.
shit.
Come on, there's.
We'll come back. Come
He
on.
don't care. He told me.
Really? He told you didn't care? He said take all my
Clearly didn't
things.
care. He clearly didn't care.
It was
Otherwise, he wouldn't have left
unspoken
it
when he
here.
ran off.
And abandoned his
And he
car.
found out something about the Dreadlords. We shouldn't talk about them, and when you bring them up, people just give you free shit and run away. I'm a big fan
Oh.
of these Dreadlords.
You know what? That actually makes sense. Yeah, we know
Like-
about dreadlords. We're very scary and powerful then, right? We're on a mission from Strahd. Yeah, no, okay. I get it.
He probably thought we were Strahd's assassins, come to kill him if we knew anything about them.
I'm gonna put
That's
my
why
hand in
he
the cart
ran
and grab
off.
something.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, that sounds cool. You guys are right.
I mean, we
We
sort
Sigmund
of
is
are.
just like, whatever. Like, he's just like, ugh. He kind of waits for everyone to finish. Like,
I mean,
he's trying not to push his morals on anybody, but at the same time, he's just kind of disgusted. Like,
Sigmund.
We
Sigmund.
are Sigmund. We are Strahd's assassins. That's sort of our job.
Yeah, we're.
are we
we're kinda being
Strahd
sent.
thieves too?
Sigmund,
no, but
Whatever
this
he
is
wants
fun.
me to be.
I'm
I got
a.
a 55.
55.
55.
What'd you get?
A ring of keys,
All the keys.
but like half of them are broken. There's a ring of keys to forgotten locks.
Ooh, I love that.
Oh.
All we gotta do is forget about
Oh.
any lock we're
Yeah.
trying to unlock, and then we can unlock it. But then we don't remember it's there to unlock it until
Such is the magic.
Sigmund, look, I'm a paladin, and I'm
School of
good,
Fun.
but we need the stuff to survive. We don't even know if
Yeah,
we
these keys are
We don't know
super
even-
gonna help us survive.
We don't know if we're gonna get out of here or not, so you should probably get something to help the team.
the paladin.
Can she persuade me with that? With that right there?
Roll persuasion.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can do
she
that.
can roll persuasion and you can roll insight, or
I mean, she's not wrong. Like, it's everything is shitty here. So even garbage.
I got a 21.
Got it. So I gotta beat a 21 with what? My insight chip? My insight roll?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Insight is +2. Okay, here we go. Put it on the screen. Here we go. 20. Dang, that was close.
20?
I got a 20.
That was close.
I know, that was.
So you're gonna gank something?
You do feel like you
I'll be
need
like-
this stuff now, so maybe you should maybe roll a D100.
You're gonna lose some good boy points and get some bad boy points.
Sigmund will be like, ugh, and look over it one more time. Like, okay, D100, you say?
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's in between the D10 and the D12.
Oh, right here, right here.
That one right there.
While he
So
does
just
it,
roll
I'm
it,
gonna
right?
cackle and make
I got
a
80.
pyramid.
I got the 80.
So if you roll that, I don't know how your dice roller works. Is that D100? Hit roll again for me, just one more time, just to see. So all right. So 8 was your 10 digit. So then now roll me a D10.
Okay. So it'll be
'Cause
85.
that's how you roll a D100, like a percentile dice. That's that.
Yeah, I got you.
So you got an 85.
So it'll be 85.
An inkwell that makes you really nauseous the longer you stare at it.
See?
I'm so
Very
glad I
well
decided to come back to the cards.
You need this.
At least you don't have a crow's foot.
Do you want to
Raven.
trade?
The crow's foot. I'll take the crow's foot.
Well, I got a crow's foot and a broken thing with glass in it. Maybe they go together and I can make something. I don't know yet.
Ooh, snap.
Sig-
I will trade
Sig-
you something for the crow's foot.
Sigmund retches a little, just.
You want a crowbar?
Actually, Kaizina,
Want to know how they
I
look
have
when they're
this
90s
key.
old?
maybe it goes with your keys. I'll trade you this for the crow's foot.
Okay, you can have the crow's foot.
Okay.
So I get the key. Yay. A mummified raven's claw.
Nice.
I
And
mean, I could put the key on my key ring if you want me to hold it for you, not lose it. It would just
Okay,
right
here's the
on-
here. You can have it.
Okay, thanks.
Now you'll never find where that key goes.
I'm
Thanks a
imagining
lot,
this key looks a lot
guys.
cleaner, newer.
She's chaotic. She's like lawful good. She's like, okay. It's
I'll
okay.
still give Kylina the crowbar. Back here. You take it out.
Oh, actually, she's chaotic good enough. Okay, thank you.
I will say Sigmund, like he looks at this vial and he almost wants to put it back. Like he almost like because first off, he won't say this out loud, but he can't really write. He can write a little bit, like he can write his name, but he can't really like write a letter or anything like that.
Oh no, he's illiterate.
He can read, but not very like he couldn't like read like an entire letter. He could read like
Oh,
signs and
no.
like things like that.
We can teach him
No.
to read.
Teach him.
He doesn't
Oh,
say
no,
that
we
out
have to
loud though.
teach
I'm
him.
just saying that outside of character.
Okay.
But out
him,
of
he's just
character,
like-
I have to teach him.
He's just like whatever. Shoves in his pouch.
Maeve doesn't care. Maeve literally doesn't care. But Crystal, the player, is going, oh no, we have to teach him.
I care. Wait, how did you know that sign said lake then?
He can read like words, but like a letter, he'd be like, "What does this
Okay,
say?"
so you would have known that sign because it literally just said lake on it. That's fair enough.
Yeah,
You've
like he
seen
can
maps
read
and
like
shit.
he
Alright.
can read basics. He could read Elvish too, but he can't like read like a whole letter. Like he'd be like, "What is this word? What is this word? What is this word?" You know what I mean? He probably has like the reading and writing like the like ability of like someone who's like 10 or 12.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, second, third grader. Yeah.
Sigmund a child soldier. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Alright.
raised on the battlefield. There you go.
Oh yeah, you're berserk.
He knows lots about arm signals and going in routes.
He's led men into the battle by the hundreds. He slayed men by the hundreds. But red letters and books by the hundreds? Nah-uh.
The uneducated always going to
course.
war. I love it.
No,
Every fucking
undereducated.
world.
All right.
Every
so,
world ever.
It's about an hour in, and you guys make it to the eastern gate of Vallaki. It'd be like a 30-minute walk if you wanted to go to the southern end. But at this point,
I'm pushing this cart.
You're pushing the whole cart? No, you're not.
Yes.
I'm putting my squirrel in
Why not?
there, and I'm pushing the cart.
You know how slow we would have been walking if you had to wait for you to push that
so
cart?
it's an hour and 30 minutes, and then you all. No, I'm just.
What to say?
I'm in the back, obviously.
It's like too short for you. Like you're pushing like one of the little kid grocery store carts.
I
I'm
have
riding on
plans.
top of the cart going, faster, faster.
I have plans.
One of the
for this
wheels like
cart.
isn't quite round, so it's like a.
I'm gonna find a goat. I'm gonna be friends with that goat, and that goat's gonna be perfect size for my cart. And my goat critter buddy
God.
carry around all my other critter buddies that don't feel like walking right now in my cart.
You're gonna have goats pull the cart.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, you
have a
could
goat.
Yet again, what is this? Blades in the dark? What the fuck?
It's a goat. It's a majestic goat
Goddamn
chariot
goats.
filled with
Ah,
critters that are my friends. It's beautiful. I don't see.
Are we going in the direction of the satyr buddy? You can go get him.
You're
to go
actually
get
going
it.
in the opposite direction of
Aw.
your satyr buddy.
Too bad.
Do my thing, and I'll try for Faye.
You already have critters.
I already
You
have
already done
critters. Oh. Sorry. I tried.
So is it dawn yet? While we approach the gate.
It is as close to dawn as it can be. You can see that the darkness is subsiding more so than daylight is rising. If that makes
Darkness falls
shouldn't
across
make a whole
the
lot
land.
of sense because we live in a world with a big, beautiful sun that makes us warm. This
So
place-
what does Vallaki look like? Does it look like a large walled city, or is it like maybe like kind of a lot like Barovia? Like I mean, what was the last town's name?
Har-
It was
Barovia. It's
Yeah,
named
Barovia,
after
that's what
its
I thought.
namesake, like New York, New York. Yeah. So, except that's not necessarily a great analogy because.
I know I love it.
But yeah, Vallaki. As you all approach, you're approaching from the east. So the north side of the entrance where you all are approaching is made of stone and looks much newer. The south side is still made of wood and looks like it has withstood some years.
so it's like new renovations to the city actually.
Yeah, but you can tell that part of the forest has also been cleared a little bit around the. So the lake is to the north of the village, and that lake that was 10 minutes north is huge. So it stretches all the way from your whole walk up north.
So Sigmund has a lot of experience with things like fortification of cities and walls. You know, like what a city would look like after it was sieged and maybe like rebuilt. So I'm like, can I do some kind of check to see maybe could Sigmund tell what the city's been through, maybe in terms of like battle or war, like
Give me an
does it look like
architecture check. No, history.
history? Okay. Where's history? Okay. Can I roll with the advantage at all,
Yeah,
just to even myself out? Because I have a negative one when it's intelligence.
perfect. Yeah.
It's 15.
You're reading my mind. 15, yeah. So this place looks like it was built a long time ago. And even though it's made out of wood, you can see that lots of repairs have been made to it. But it looks like it has withstood, like I said, like many, many years. Like, there's the only thing that looks like it was besieged was that northern part, but it has since been completely rebuilt. Like the whole entrance to the whole eastern entrance to the village is completely rebuilt. Has like a wrought iron gate. It's much fancier than the south entrance.
And I know it's early, but like, are there people around? Are there citizens around? You know, maybe even like, you know, maybe merchants setting up their like. I can't see inside yet quite, but is there like anybody around the gate?
Oh yeah,
Like, Enough people
There
to make it look like
are-
they're busy.
There
Because like
are
remember,
guards.
I remember Barovia was like the streets were empty and like everyone was hiding out because of the ghouls.
Oh yeah, and there's not that many people there to begin with. It's
okay.
like it's not a very big village, and then most of the houses are empty there because the people have been eaten by ghouls,
Okay.
and zombies,
All
and
right, then.
wolves, and, you know, whatever
Okay.
else needs people in D&D land. Yeah. So there is one Vistani, and he is a human. He looks more like a traditional Vistani. Kind of olive skin, dark curly hair. He's barking something at the guards, and then he walks in as you all are approaching.
Okay. And as we approach Vallaki, perhaps break time?
As you approach Vallaki, that's perfect time for a break. I agree. Thank you. Five people.
We are.
Oh, people.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're back. Did you
And,
miss us?
Our adventurers find themselves staring at the gates of Vallaki, where a Vistani was barking something in the distance at a couple of guards. And now they are standing watch at the gate. To the north, over the mist, you can see some mountains. To the south, you can see some snow-capped mountains. To the west, over the trees and the mist, you can see the tips of some mountains. It's almost like you're trapped on all sides except the east by mountains. Vallaki
That's not good.
is within the forest of
Go away.
the Svalich Wood, and you all have made way to the eastern gate, which, like I said, the northern side of which looks like the wall has been completely rebuilt within, probably the past decade, and the rest of the place looks like it's centuries old and dilapidated, like it's centuries old.
All right. I will walk up to the gates.
The guards will say, "Halt, Vistani. Who are your companions,
They're with me.
and what's their business in Vallaki?"
Guys, can I try something?
No. They're
I'm gonna do it anyway. Dreadlords. Dreadlords?
we are sent by Strahd on business.
And they just look at each other and they're like, "It's too early for this shit." And they just one of them just starts cranking the gate open. He's like, "If you're not supposed to be here, you're gonna be the one to answer to the Vistani later. So it's not gonna be me." And the guard just lets you guys in. He doesn't want to. He does not want to deal. He hears things like dreadlords. And
I thought I was ranger, but it looks
and he's
like
a
I'm
human.
magic.
So he's a human guard, and as soon as he hears the name Strahd, just you can all roll insight if you want to. I don't know if you need it necessarily when you see him go
I know nothing. I are
He doesn't
clueless.
even like hearing that name. He doesn't like hearing Strahd. You just start name dropping like that. He doesn't have time for that. He's not gonna get drank for being right or for being
Sigmund
wrong.
will kind of just nudge Dasani and be like, "Remember the old man when you mentioned the Dreadlords? He went off
I know,
running and
right?
left
That's what I'm
all of his prized possessions.
That's
Maybe
what I'm
we
saying.
shouldn't just be name dropping these people to everyone we come into contact with.
But
We want to learn some information. We don't want to send everyone running for the hills."
if they know something about the Dreadlords, I figure they'll just leave all their information for us and run away.
Well, That worked once, but in the future, I would like to be let into cities. You never know. They didn't have to open the gates to us. They could have sent out a garrison to fight us instead, for mentioning that name.
I'll use my new power name drop ability sparingly.
Need.
Fair enough.
Yay, new
So
follower.
Sigmund says that, like he thanks the guards at the and heads into the city. Hopefully everyone comes with.
I'll follow you.
So you all go into the city. The northeastern section of this city has, like I said, there's the wall looked like it had been rebuilt. There's not really a lot of buildings here. Maeve, although you've been to the Vallaki before, it's probably been, you haven't been here since the renovation. It's, it's a lot of things have changed. But you would know that the Vistani do now have like a hold in the city, and the old burgomaster a couple years back, he got ousted, and yeah, Lady Washter now runs Vallaki in correspondence and works together with the Vistani as ambassadors of Strahd for the people of Vallaki.
Okay.
So
I
can we all
will-
tell that Maeve has been here before? Obviously, like she probably knows her way around. Like she seems confident, like walking down this street.
Probably.
So I guess Sigmund will be like, well, where should we go first then, Maeve?
I suppose we'll go talk to who's in charge.
Lead the way.
So most of the buildings that have been rebuilt are like large and flat, and then one-story buildings, a couple of two-story buildings, but most of them are flat-roofed one-story buildings with tents on top of them. It's much different than the kind of like Tudor old style of Vallaki.
Oh, this place is pretty hip. I like it.
Yeah,
I don't remember it like
the
this.
Vistani architecture is much different, I will say,
What the hell
than
happened?
the Barovian architecture. It's more chic in design, kind of got that like abuelo feel to it.
What happened here?
Stucco. It's dope.
Maeve, what happened?
Roll
here?
history, Maeve.
Get back here. God damn it. Stupid thing. Got 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
So you weren't there for it, but something had happened, and you know that it was some adventurers. They were there on the more vanilla style run through of Barovia against the Vistani, trying to kill Strahd, burn down literally a quarter of the city, trying to kill a bunch of vampires. They succeeded in killing the vampires, but they also burned down like a quarter of the city, leaving it completely open for attack. And it wasn't until the Vistani came that they were able to drive off all the zombies. And then when the Vistani came, also the wolves kind of started to disperse as well, instead of running through the streets on people hunting. What?
There used to be just wolves running through the streets here.
There were for like months, and then the Vistani let them suffer for a couple of months, and then they came in so that they could like help rebuild, and then also establish a dominant force without having the people be able to withstand them. They are still servants of Strahd. They're not fools. They didn't do it just out of the kindness of their hearts. They wanted a foothold where they could have the center.
Assholes, I should have worked.
And Maeve, what did you say your family was? You remember? The first time we played, you told me about Vistani families or something, but I did not know. No worries if not. It's all-
You'll have to remind me later. The only thing I know
whatever
about...
whatever family it was that adopted you, they were
the
actually
Seppa
instrumental.
clan.
What was it?
Seppa clan.
The Seppa clan. They were actually the ones who were instrumental in like a couple years back when they started recruiting non-humans. They had adopted, like, one of the families had adopted you, taken you into their fold, and then when a whole bunch of crazy stuff started going down, they're like, wait, some adventurers come to Barovia, they get twisted by darkness, they swear fealty to the Dark Lord, and then they could work with us instead of us killing, so they started accepting other people into the fold. But yeah, your family was instrumental in that, though, and they were kind of cutting edge on that by raising you. And even when back in the day, before they were doing it before it was cool, they're like, nah, we found her, she's ours, we're keeping her.
Yeah, this tiny little tiefling that had come through a freaking portal, which we'll get into later, I'm sure.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so there is an HQ that you would know. I mean, you don't know everybody there, but you would know that there's at least one HQ there. There's also this really awesome bar called the Blue Water Inn, and by really awesome bar, I mean the only bar in the city.
We'll hit up HQ first, and then we'll head to the bar, because Maeve is running low on supply.
Gotcha.
Time to go drinking. That will be fun.
At this point, Sigmund is definitely, his demeanor seems definitely like he's just wants to sleep. He doesn't give a crap. He's like, please point me towards the bed.
We'll get there soon.
He's just like, he's like leaning to one side, obviously, just like.
Yeah, it's been all night.
We'll get there
Large
soon.
tired boy.
Large tired boy.
That's not my cats this time.
What was that?
It is.
Cats. Is it my cat?
It is your cats.
It is your cats.
Well, there's only like
so-
2 people with cats that I know of, and that's Tillidays and Miles and Matt.
Throw it.
That's
I
not
have
mine.
cats, but
Birdie
they're not in
has
here.
cats, yeah.
They're not in here.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
yeah,
They're
he's
locked
blind.
out,
He don't come
sorry.
in here. Real.
I try. I would love to.
All right, whatever. So yeah, we go
Anyway.
nap, sleepy time.
No, not yet. Not yet. First, we go see who's in charge.
Sigmund
Then
is a
we go
growing
again.
boy. He needs his sleep.
So,
Yes,
as you
I
guys
know.
go into this Vistani headquarters,
Why can I not get
it is basically there are tons of. So it's a big open, like almost like a warehouse with support beams that go throughout it. And rather than having actual walls, there are tapestries and beads, and it's almost maze-like in structure. There are a ton of people sleeping on like piles of bean bags, and also like hammocks that go up to the ceiling. They just climb up them, and
Do the people that live here in Vallaki seem like they're very like in poor health, or they seem poor and like wear ragged clothes, or do they seem more
Yeah.
like comfortable and just chill and
no
Soul check.
they're
they all look pretty destitute, most of them.
okay.
The
so-
ones that you see on your way to the Vistani don't look so destitute. They have resources and things. And the people in Vallaki look like they're in much better health. Like their skin isn't quite as siloed as the people in Barovia. They have some resources because the Vistani run the city now.
But do they look like workers, or do they look like beggars, or like
They still have jobs,
vagrants?
but it's like they're on rations and curfews and all kinds of crazy stuff. They don't have a lot of privileges and things, but they do have like some food and some water. They're not all starving.
okay? So they probably see us and they're like,
They see adventurers and they're like, I don't know, QAnon copyright infringement. Another one bites the dust. That's what they usually say when they see adventurers.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what it's. That's what these people see because they're like, oh no, everything is loath and dread. So, where I'm gonna die, it's just what horrible nightmarish way will I die? You're gonna die. What horrible nightmarish way will you die?
Until of
They
course
all seem
see the
pretty
mark on my hand.
depressed and sad. Say what?
I said until of course they see the mark on my hand.
And then they put on a fake smile and they're like, "Thank you for your service," and they like scurry off. You can tell that most people aren't necessarily fond of this stuff.
That's fair.
I think at this point, Sigmund's eyeing up those beanbags like,
Don't
It
worry,
is
Sigmund. We'll
just-
rest soon.
Giant piles of bean bags and blankets, and then there are hammocks, and then like these
Okay.
like weird sheet curtain walls.
All right.
But there's also
I wanna
a
find-
stairway going upstairs to the
Yeah.
roof.
I want to find the person in charge.
The person in charge is.
Maeve is very I want to speak to a manager. Went
I wanna-
straight to
like
Strahd.
waking
She's like,
people
"You
up."
are the land? Really? You're the land? Let me tell you about this fucking
Let
land."
me put my customer service survey in about the land, and then you'll know.
Sigmund's like,
3 stars, not even 4 stars. 3 stars. I do request a call back. There was a problem. I do want to call back.
is Maeve like the Karen of this group? What's going on here? It's like,
No,
she's like,
no,
I want
no,
to speak to the
no.
manager right now.
Who's in charge here?
Maeve,
No,
it's just I know these people. I know like who's in charge, and I just want to get this dealt with as fast as possible, with as little death as possible.
Maybe they'll just fucking jam like Strahd did.
That'd be helpful.
Let's see.
I want to be a Vistani, please. Please. How cool
Fall
are their
through a
outfits?
portal like I did, and
Huh?
have them
Oh.
adopt you as a tiny child.
Nah, they like cool now. Is it a ritual? Do I just get an outfit? Do you have to have the outfit to get in? Or do you get the outfit once you get in?
You're asking me too many questions. I lost my train of thought. Thank you.
I didn't think there was going to be any Vistani here for a minute, and now there's just these Vistani.
Vistani control Vallaki.
Rebuilt tent city in my face, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. This is nice. I like this. I think we should sign up. I really.
If I could wager a guess, I'd say the Vistani are the ones who rebuilt this part of the city.
Oh yeah.
They did.
You know what
They
they
did
work
indeed.
for? Sigmund. They work for money. So you could see them as a, you could say they're a kind of mercenary band.
They
They're
work
true.
for freedom. The fact
Freedom
is,
does
the
come with-
Vistani work for freedom.
Freedom is
to move.
free. No. No, they're I mean, they fight things, right, Maeve?
Not typically.
They have uniforms. Is there rankings? I'm trying to study all this.
We don't have uniforms. Why do you think we have uniforms?
Well, it's not a set uniform, but there's definitely
As you're
like,
talking
an
about that,
aesthetic
this
thing.
guy who's got this shirt with a really sick collar, and it's got like all this like, geometric tiling on the inside of it, and he's like just really cool line work and sewing, and then he's got like gilded same kind of geometric patterns down his robe, and he walks out and he's like, probably because our style is on point. I'm Vash. How may I
Well,
help
that's
you?"
because
This
we're
dude, he's got
Vistani.
like, say what?
Of course we have style.
That's why I want in.
And this dude, he's got like super long dark hair, slick,
All right.
and he's got that like swashbuckler Van Dyke going on, the pointy goatee, cool mustache,
I'm
It's got-
already in love.
chiseled and pointed features, hooked eyebrows,
I
He's
look
got
at-
that
I look
stare.
at-
cat's chilling outside.
I look at my squirrel in my cart like,
He's a dope dude. Handsome.
Right.
Handsome.
Still
he looks
have
as
that
handsome as
cart.
he does sly. Say what?
You push the cart inside the building.
yeah.
Of course he does.
I don't have a goat for it yet. It's loud in here.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
You can tell that he's snooty even for a Vistani. Like, very snooty. Like, even though you're a Vistani, you're not a human. Like, he's kind of like...
No, I'm not
Yeah.
a human.
No.
And I serve someone far better than you will ever be.
That may be so, but here's how I look at it. I'm 30, and
Oh,
we're lucky.
I'm 33,
That's-
little
that's-
one.
Great. Well, as a human, I'm lucky if I got another decade in me. So if I can teach Annabelle here how to run you all by the time she's 19, I figure I did good enough. And you see this really fair-skinned little girl. She's about 9 years old. Sitting over. She's like using a crystal ball, but it's like floating in the air as she's looking into it. And she's sitting. She's like kneeling with her like shins on the ground, and she's just looking into a crystal ball. She has a super long blonde hair.
Hello, Annabelle.
I kind of elbow Elena and point at my brain.
I
then
will.
I'll think at her.
I will send my Raven over to meet with her.
But
She doesn't stop what she's doing. She's busy.
in
what's-
Elena's mind, you hear me ask if a child can, and do they actually seem like they're friends with her?
This dude, have you ever like, I don't know, you guys all have had that manager who looks at people that work for them as they're something less than them? He's like that.
You mean all
What?
of them?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say the
that's not
manager.
all managers. I
Every
don't do.
manager ever.
No. I guess you're
Yes.
correct because I try to
Yes.
be a leader and not a manager. There you go.
Okay, be better.
Yeah.
Be better, Miles.
I don't treat my people.
You're better.
Ever. You can ask it. Now I'm gonna have my people come on here, do employee satisfaction surveys. Anyway,
I hope
Um,
one of them calls you.
that would be awesome. Like, nah, you're actually kind of a huge asshole. Like, oh, dude. All right. No. What lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, this dude, this Vistani guy, he is like a holier than thou kind of cat, and he's like, so what are you doing with these ragtag adventurers? Shouldn't they be like fighting against Strahd or something?
Hey, I'm from here.
Strahd, little one.
And that's when Annabelle chimes in, and Annabelle, she says, "No, Papa, Strahd didn't send them. Strahd may have sent them here, but I've been watching, and Strahd didn't bring them to Barovia, or didn't summon them for this cause.
No,
Something
they
greater
didn't.
did.
Do you know what did them?
She will put her finger out, and your raven will fly off your shoulder or wherever it was perched, and she will catch it. And then all of your
Raven.
she'll like snap her fingers, and even your death squirrel and like all those like little critters start like going around her, you know, circle of Disney magic. And are you okay?
I had already sent my Raven over to her.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, she will at that point she'll accept the raven then, and it'll fly over onto her finger, and she'll push the raven off and toward you, and she says, "You know, the queen." And
Oh.
she that's all she knows.
Oh.
It is a
I've
child.
seen it.
My
I saw
dear
queen.
goddess.
who pulled you here.
Yeah, you want to bow.
Of course.
You want to bow.
Of course. Of
What about?
course.
I'm going to bow.
Oh, you're going to bow to her.
Yeah, okay. My queen.
It's not.
Not
My
her.
queen.
She
Not
laughs.
her.
She's a 9-year-old girl. She's
My-
like, I'm not even a princess. That's funny.
My
you were like a child.
darling queen.
No,
Okay.
she's Luvash's daughter, but she's you guys can roll insight.
So,
Everybody can,
Funny.
because you guys can all hear her, and you see how
Yeah.
this child conducts herself. Like I said, she looks like she's like 9 years old.
The royal family.
To Sigmund, it just sounds like at this point, like
23.
everyone is like kind of fading into the background, like, and it just all sounds like another language to him at this point. So
So that's
insight
a-
wouldn't do him any good.
that's a 22. Maeve at this point is looking up and going, "My beautiful queen, of course you did. Of course you did."
Yeah. So but yeah, anyone who got like 15 or higher, you would definitely be able to, or probably like a 10 or higher. Yeah, 10 or higher. DC 10 is pretty easy check. This little girl is like way intelligent beyond her years. Like, even though she's a 9-year-old girl, she speaks like an adult and she carries herself like an adult. She has the gravitas of an adult. Like, she's very, I don't know, very turned.
Maeve, what the hell is going on?
Do you remember?
Some little
When I
divine soul
said-
kid.
Do you remember when I said that you would understand my patron soon? I was not wrong.
Wait.
So the kid's your
My
patron?
queen- No, no, no,
Oh.
no. This child has simply seen what has happened. My queen has brought us through the mists.
Yeah, pretty
Patron
much.
is
And the
royal.
little girl will tell you all that the way that a lot of people here see Strahd is almost in like a god like status. But he's not a god. The only god on this
No, he is
plane
not.
is the Raven Queen. And
A bird?
she seems
Blessed goddess.
not a bird. She
So your patron brought us to this demiplane.
She did.
Does she have wings?
Could
She
we
is everything.
could we
Well,
speak
what
to
does
her?
she want? If
the little
she's
girl
your bestie
the
or
little
whatever.
girl kind of when you like ask like that, like demandingly like that, she's like she gets kind of like scared like a little kid who's like afraid of ghosts. Because she's like
Could
she's
I-
been looking in this crystal ball and seeing all kinds of stuff that she doesn't understand.
Could I
Um,
speak to my queen?
You can try.
Okay. How do I? Because she is my patron.
Yeah, I don't know.
How
What
do I do
what
that?
do you do? What is your ritual to try and speak with your? What does it look like? What does it
I
sound
will.
like?
I will get on the floor on my knees. Hands in my lap, and I will close my eyes, and I will reach out to her with my mind. My queen. My darling, beautiful queen. I beseech thee. Answer me. Why
Hey, you
have
got the Raven
brought
Queen.
us?
I already answered your calls once today. Leave a message. With the rigging in your ears now, there's like blood coming out of your nose. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That does not happen. But she does not answer.
Okay.
You will have already
She is.
beseeched your patrons once today. They Don't just
She
answer all
is
the questions.
busy. But the fact is, she has brought us through the mists. Each one of us.
Sigmund
Maybe.
has a look on his face like, is she serious? Like he did
She
like
is
okay.
definitely serious.
Obviously, like Sigmund, like he doesn't hold any regard for like any deities or anything like that. Like he believes in the supernatural, but like he's met through his life. He's met many holy men, you know, many men who've claimed, "Oh, my God will protect me in battle," and they've all died, you know. So like he's just like, well, hopefully someone's deity or God can find me a bed to sleep in tonight, or now.
We'll go to the end now. It's fine.
You can take
Now
a
that we
nap.
know.
Valley does it. It's fine. Cat naps
It's gonna be a
hot naps
nap time.
for everybody. But I have questions. Alana told me about her eyeballs. Tentacles. Sounds really nice. What's your patron all about? It's royalty. It's a bird, but it's not a bird. What we got going on here?
My goddess is the Raven Queen.
She's
She is
got
the only
wings.
goddess here.
Does that mean she rules the birds? Or she is a bird?
She
I'm confused about this.
Everybody roll Arcana. See what you would know or have heard about the Raven Queen and your journeys.
Well, I hope
and
Mav
adventures.
knows about the Raven Queen.
Well,
Nat-
yeah, Maeve doesn't.
Nat 20 plus 4.
That's a good story roll.
Yeah.
23.
Dang, you have 3 nat 20s. Holy crap, you are on freaking fire. Can you roll for me, please? Especially when we go into battle.
Got 8.
I got a 0.
This is why I'm using my blood dice today.
What'd you get?
0.
0.
I got a
Good.
1 minus.
So you're with me. You
Ouch.
think it's a bird.
I usually give out inspiration for that because the 0 is pretty hard to get, and that also means you have a negative score.
Yep.
Like negative scores.
Right.
I'm a
Negative
paladin.
abilities are as good as positive abilities, in the right context.
Sigmund isn't going to bother with this because he doesn't know. He probably doesn't even know what the word arcana means. Or...
So yeah, Maeve will describe the Raven Queen because at this point she has seen her and knows exactly what she is.
Yeah, she was like once part of the. Or do you want to go for it? I don't care.
Hang on. Let me.
I can give you a short and skinny. I don't have like her bio.
I will pull it up
I
right
got my
here.
Forgotten Realms Wikipedia.
Here we go.
She was an elf. I know that. She was like too cool to be an elf.
Forgotten Realms Wiki. The
She's like a
Raven
psycho
Queen.
punk. She like takes souls over to the other side. She's like,
Yeah.
The
like,
Raven Queen
death.
was a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell who was revered as a deity by the Shadow Kai. The Raven Queen did not possess or manifest physical form, instead appearing as a miscellany of symbols, perceptions, and images.
That's after godhood.
Yeah.
She's dope though.
I want
She's
to
like
know.
she's not a
Amazing.
god of death. She's a god of the dead.
Just
Yeah.
Because she was going to be a god of death, but all the other gods got really upset because she was like going to be way too
Her-
powerful. If she had
Her home is the Feywild, which I massively approve of.
Well, it was until she became a god of the Shatter Kai or whatever.
Yeah,
Shadow Fell stuff.
yeah. Her
Super
mortal
dark,
home was
super dark.
Feywild.
What's she look like?
A series of symbols and numbers spearing across
So
the sky
her-
in ways that you manifest.
Her symbol is a raven's head in profile facing left, which is why Maeve will always choose left, because the left-hand path is the path for the... Yes. anyone who
logo.
knows anything about magic understands exactly what I'm saying right now.
Your
So,
patrons,
yes,
your patrons just a symbol.
that
like
is
an
her
idea.
symbol. If okay, for those of us who know anything about the Raven Queen outside of game, to look upon the Raven Queen is basically a thorned nest with a black form underneath of it. That's basically what she looks like if you were to look upon her.
Well, you never get to know, like, you don't get
Yeah.
to, though. She's,
Yeah,
like,
for the most part, you won't get to actually see her.
So, Alana's got eyeballs and stuff in charge, and you have inky darkness. All right.
weird visions and symbols that she sees that other people don't see and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sigmund kind of pipes in just for a second. What I know of ravens is what I've seen on the battlefield. Well, after the battlefield, they'd feed on the corpses of those that had fallen. So, are you saying that your patron is the god of death?
Goddess of the dead. Not of death, but of the dead.
Sigmund's just trying to like understand, like he's kind of intrigued now. Like,
She is a dark goddess, but she is natural in her way.
Okay, so what do we do next?
Next, we
That's
go
up
to
to
the
you all.
inn. and sleep.
Luvash, he looks a little bit bewildered, and he gives you, the size up Maeve, and he goes, "May have underestimated you, tiefling," and he tells Annabelle, he says, "You may show them to the mist pools if you like, Annabelle," and she says, "I think that that's a great idea, Father." And then she tells you all to meet her at dusk tonight.
Oh,
And it's daytime, or it's morning now.
All right.
So she says to meet her at dusk. And she gives you the location. It's another Vistani building.
are we getting initiated?
And now,
You have no
Now
idea
we
what.
will
You have
go-
no idea.
now we'll go to the inn and get a
Maeve,
couple
Maeve
rooms.
probably wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what these mist pools are either. This is some sort of, because with all of these new things in the mists that are ever changing now, so you would know that the Vistani are doing all kinds of like tests with the mist, and there's all kinds of people trying to like bottle its power and its energy, but that's not necessarily possible in most capacities. But it doesn't stop people from trying, darkness, greed.
All right.
Yeah, it's been, there's a lot of weird stuff going on around.
Well, everybody else, there's this.
But you wouldn't know what these pools of mist are. This is something that you'd be like, you'd probably be interested to find out, but you would not know what that is. What's up?
You want to go up to the 9-year-old that's in charge here. And
She's not in
She's not in
She's
charge.
obvious.
She will be, but not yet. Apprentice in
if
charge.
he dies, she's in charge. So I go up to her and I'll just be I'm gonna sign up.
She looks you dead in the eye, and she like looks at your ears, but she looks like her gaze like pierces you. And
I will
she
cut
tells
her
you
the fuck off right now.
she waits, and she doesn't really say anything to you, but then as you all are leaving, she waits till basically no one else is looking or anything, and she tells you, she's like, "You don't want to try to initiate," and then that's all she says to you.
See, I knew you were the fucking queen. Alright. I'm out.
Alright, we will go to the inn and get a couple rooms and sleep. Much sleep. All of the sleep.
Yes.
Maeve.
Y'all gonna have a hard time waking Sigmund up after this. He's like
You were
dead.
super young though, Maeve, when you got brought in by the Vistani. So aside from
I was 7.
yeah, and it was a traumatic experience for you, to be certain. Besides the mark on your hand, there are other rituals that people have to take when they become Vistani. Roll me history to see if you remember what all those are. Or one of the most important one.
23.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah.
You got bit twice.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
That way, if you ever try and mess with that Strahd, he just turns you into a vampire and then forces you under his control. So, if they were to bite you,
Do we know this, or does only Mary?
Maeve knows this, so that'd be
Maeve knows
something that
this.
if she wants to share that with you or not.
Are you gonna tell us how big of a liability you are?
The fact is, Dasani, you don't want to be Vistani. You have no clue what it is to become Vistani.
No, the 9-year-old told me. I trust her.
She is not. She was born into this. I was not.
No, that's why she's royalty.
She's not royalty. She's simply a
It's
child
cool, I
that
get-
understands.
If Fancy Caller eats it, she's in charge.
She,
Know how to play my cards.
Cards, if he can last long enough. Otherwise, like one of his brothers or something, it might try to take over. And then she's out of luck, and she's
Sigmund,
like,
do you feel like dragging?
Are we at the inn in the rooms that we got while they're talking about this?
as far
Are
as
we
I
already,
know,
like,
you
in-
guys are arguing right in front
Nah,
of
we walking
Luvash
and
and the little
talking.
girl. I don't know.
No, she told me I told me I can't
We
join.
were-
so
Like,
I'm
where
like,
are we? Like, what is this? Like, I don't understand the progression
we're
of this
on our
scene
way
right
to
now.
the inn. We're
Oh,
on our
okay.
way to the
talking.
inn.
She told me I
Oh,
can't
okay.
sign up.
All right.
And then I
At this
was
point, the
leaving.
Sigmund is like literally his feet are carrying him forward. He's not even paying attention.
That's fair.
He's like, let's go to sleep. I'm done
We're
with
going
this.
to.
I'll
We're
motion
going
at
to.
my
We're
cart
going
and be
to.
like,
All right.
sleepy time.
Cool.
All right.
So yeah,
Long
you guys make it
rest.
to the Blue Water Inn. And Sigmund, it's like you can see sleep, like within reach. If you could see the materialization of sleep, it is this inn.
I will buy us 2 rooms and yeah.
Perfect. That will be enough for you all to rest. You guys
Long
can hang out in the
rest.
inn. What's up?
Long rest.
Yeah, or you guys can grab a drink before you long rest. Oh, I guess it's like morning time.
I-
nah,
sleep.
Sigmund's gonna hit that bed so fucking hard. Just gonna be like, boom.
Yeah, you're gonna hear 2 thunks. You're gonna hear the sword dropping and then him dropping. It's
I
like
love
douche, douche.
So it's 6 in the morning. You guys are all getting an 8-hour in,
Yeah.
or a 4-hour if you're an elf. I don't
8.
know. Do we have elves?
As-
I'm
asthma.
supposed to-
Take
I, do tieflings sleep? I don't remember.
Dude,
Not if,
I don't
not if they're
remember. Do
warlocks with
tieflings
certain
sleep?
stuff going on. Depends on
Okay,
what kind
so
of
I don't
warlock you
sleep.
are.
I meditate.
that sounds
That's
like
fine.
an at warlock.
Well, I'm gonna go wake up early and go out and find that stupid cart, and I'm going to make Dasani regret ever dragging it along.
You're gonna go
Why?
bust up my ship robe.
Kalina just hates Dasani. She's like, I don't even care about this rat. I just want to make this guy's life a living hell. He'll ruin the day.
If my animals are in there when you bust up my cart, better pass that perception check. Oh,
No, they all snuck in through the window for a cuddle puddle.
A cuddle puddle. Oh my god.
love
Little,
you,
little mousy,
raccoon
death
hand.
squirrel, raccoon
Death
hand
squirrel.
cuddles. He does the cat thing to you, but you're like, ow, shit. But he won't stop. Yeah,
I've called and shit too. I'll be right back.
he likes it.
Sigmund, yeah, like Sigmund just goes to sleep. He enters the room and goes to sleep. Like he literally just like he undons his armor like where he doesn't even like take it like he just like, takes off his breastplate and just like he just kind of he doesn't throw it down because he's careful with his things, but he's just like you can. It almost looks like he was in battle all night. Like he's just like just takes it all off and
He's had a long day.
falls onto the bed and just immediately starts snoring.
Right on. Yeah, so we get some sleep, and then you guys got a couple hours. One of the other really cool innovations that the Vistani have brought in, since they are able to travel through the mist to a limited degree, is a shop, merchant board. There's like it's not anything. It's like one little strip mall essentially, but you know it's more than what they had before.
Ooh, shopping.
He actually opened up a new shop right on the other side of the street.
Oh god.
So I'm gonna take whatever's left in that little like out of Dastani's thing after I dismantle it single-handedly and leave it there, and take it to go hawk it at the place. Whatever's left to hawk there and get something cool.
Oh, I want to make a note. Like normally, like Sigmund, like he keeps like his stuff close to him. Like basically he'll like sleep, like not like cuddling his things or his possessions, but like his possessions will literally be within arm's reach of him. This time, he like just left all his stuff there, like to where like if any of you wanted to like go through it, were tempted to like try to jack him, like he wouldn't know anything about it right now. Just putting that out there.
He does have that one sack full of fingers that no one knows why. No.
Oh no.
Holy shit, Sigmund! What's going on with this, dude? That's my sack of fingers. What? What do you want? What do you expect from me?
Those motherfuckers that flipped me off. I collected.
Show me those both fingers.
Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
yeah. We take a nap. It's a good nap, right?
Some of that good sleep. You're like hay mattresses, which doesn't sound that great until you haven't slept on a mattress in like days.
It sounds amazing.
It's like heaven to Sigmund. It's like he's sleeping on a damn cloud right now.
Oh yeah, it's magical.
He's used to bed rolls and dirt, so.
You can tell how tired Miles is right now.
I'm physically sleepy, so I'm like, man, it's like a Tempur-Pedic mattress that like
Oh my god.
as soon as you lay down on it like contours to your body.
It
and
hugs your
it's like
body like a baby in your mother's arms.
Yeah, so you guys are getting some sleep in, and then after you get some rest, like I say, there is a merchant board. We've still got some time tonight if you guys want to go shopping.
Yeah, Maeve will go shopping and see just what's there. Just for the hell of it.
And Kalina's never far from Maeve or Alana, so wherever they go, she goes.
So, Maeve, do you want to explain how bad the economy is here? I mean, I know Dasani tried to explain the mercenary work situation and unemployment rate to Sigmund.
So think, how do I explain it to you all? Imagine if the richest person in the world had, I don't know, 12 GP. That's about what the economy is like.
Yeah, like Strahd has all the wealth, and then like the Vistani have like
You stop this, dude. You're just making me want to kill Strahd.
Strahd's kind of bored.
No fucking for stuff.
I mean, you're
Fine
trying.
with the yeah, well, he hoards wealth.
Accurate.
It's cool to kill dragons.
So yeah, I agree.
Sigmund is still quite passed out.
But I'm gonna say that you guys all have. I'm gonna say you each have from your previous travels, because you didn't start out at level 1. You level 3 adventurers when you started, right? Or did you guys turn level 3 here? Started at level 2, turned level 3. All right. Yeah. You guys all have like.
Valley, you should level up.
Maeve currently has 178 GP.
How much?
Bailey,
Yeah, I took it
do you
down.
have?
I missed that.
Maybe it's like about to like buy the town. Like
It was
shit,
some good
like-
sleep. It's like your spine really decompressed when you were napping, so you leveled up. That's how it works.
Wait, are
Sounds
we
like
leveling
real
up? Can we level up? That would be amazing. Can we go to
No,
level
I was
What,
saying
you leveled-
just Valley. No, you guys leveled up last time.
Valley
No,
leveled up.
Valley
Yeah.
Valley slept through our level up.
I had an amazing
Wait.
nap, and I felt so incredibly powerful afterwards. Yeah.
Power nap, level up. That's what I was saying.
I just
Mhm.
forgot for a little while how good I felt. That's all.
You guys gonna get
What?
all level up, hungry on
Wait.
me?
She-
Just
she-
What
level up.
level are we?
3.
3.
3,
3. Okay.
Yep. and you all have 500 GP.
Oh, I'm gonna. Can I send a quick message to you, like so, like the rest of the party doesn't see, real quick. So I'm gonna tell you something.
Go get a face mask and put it on your eyes.
I'll get my Casey.
Yeah. Oh, you can DM me on Discord.
Yeah, DM me real quick. Just ping me real quick so I can see. I can. See you.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask.
I could find you, so I don't have to scroll
Bailey,
through.
you cool, man. I got you think there's anything wrong with my squirrel? Seems like a healthy squirrel. I mean, it does have the extra, thumbs.
I mean,
and
it seems
the eyes.
healthy. It's not about to die, but it's also a terrifying monster. You can see that, right? Those
It's terrifyingly
claws.
adorable. It's terrifying
I mean,
how
yeah,
adorable
I'm not saying-
it is.
it's not
I just want to
Cute.
smush it.
okay, but if you try that, it's going to dig its massive claws into your eyeballs, and I don't think that's what you want.
I love it. Can we make it better?
I
Can we
can't.
make him better? I mean, I can like make him a.
Give him a
mushroom
hat?
If you kill him.
Will you get my
I don't know.
squirrel high? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, here. And then I like dig around in my pouch and I produce just a little handful of mushrooms.
There we
I'm like, here, these will do the job.
go. He likes that.
It's like a dog, just eating rotten fruit to get drunk. He likes it.
Just be careful.
Where's-
Don't give not all at once. Just give him like a
Wait.
bite of one of those.
Wait,
He jumps up and give me a sleight of hand as he realizes that you have snacks.
Maeve will
You got
Maeve will
14.
use
Alright, he likes it.
prestidigitation to make this squirrel raccoon thing look like normal.
Oh,
Just poof. Hi. Now he looks normal.
Kind of refined his features a little bit. I like his dread.
Okay,
Well,
Miles.
okay.
There you go.
At the
He'll,
same-
he'll keep the claws. He'll
Where the
keep the
fuck
like
is my
long
cart?
claws. but
Where is
he's
my
still a
goddamn
squirrel.
cart? Where is my cart? My squirrel's all high now.
I think Kylina smashed your card.
The cart went away.
I'm
I'm
doing an
sorry.
investigation. I investigate that there's no cart there. I have no leads. Do you come clean, Kylina, or are you just gonna let me blame this
What'd
on
you get on your investigation?
I got a 11 investigation.
Your cart's smashed to pieces.
Oh, I find it smashed to pieces. Well, obviously, somebody smashed my cart. Who? had
I'm so
something
sorry.
I love this.
I'm
Like,
going to go shopping.
Sigmund. Bro.
Oh, did you see the message I sent you?
Oh no! So wherever Alana and Maeve go, Catalina is not far behind. Those two make her feel the less scared, and Vele is really, really like awesome, but she's like way cool. So she's like, nope, she's too cool for me. I gotta go follow these people.
You're intimidating. You're too cool.
sounds right. Sounds right. Also, all of you, and this is in character. any of you call me Bailey again, I'm gonna put some of these mushrooms in your drink when you're not looking, and you're gonna have one hell of a night. Okay? It's Valley. My name is Valley.
Like a valley.
Yes. All right.
So is anybody gonna wake up Sigmund?
I'm going to wake up Sigmund,
Maple pokes Sigmund with a stick.
and I'll just be sitting there at the foot of your bed, staring at you.
What kind of sleep did Sigmund have, Miles?
Oh, don't make me do this again. Are you really gonna talk about sleep some more? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Torture him.
Roll me. I don't know. What ability
Con.
score does one use when they sleep? Constitution. Yes.
Constitution check.
I think you sleep like a rock.
That's a good one. That's a good one because I have +4 to that. No.
So this is a different check. Low is a different kind of good, and high is a different kind of good.
Okay, well I rolled a
Bad.
9.
It wasn't that great.
Oh, rip.
It wasn't that good of a sleep.
I mean,
Okay.
you got rested, but like you know, how, like, I don't know. Sometimes you wake up and you're like,
Okay, so how far away is Maeve from Sigmund when she pokes him with the stick?
At least 5 feet.
5 feet.
Hell of a stick.
just some 5-foot pole.
She's
like-
using her quarterstaff.
Oh, okay. All
She's
right.
literally using her staff.
All right.
Okay, well Sigmund wakes up like jolts awake and he grabs the stick.
Give me sleight of
my
hand,
stick.
and you make both of you contested sleight of hand rolls.
Can I give an intimidation check since I'm staring?
19.
Oh, okay, she wins. He probably grabs it and then she just pulls it away, right?
My stick.
I'm staring the fuck
Good
down.
morning, Sigmund.
Daggers.
Maeve's
good morning,
rolls are like
Sigmund.
godly today.
Do anything last night? Just go straight to bed.
Well, like, if you look closely, you could see that Sigmund had the dagger in his hand, and he just like he realizes where he is, and he just puts it
Yeah.
back in the sheet. He
Yeah,
puts it back in the
that
sheet,
makes sense.
This is why I use my staff.
and he goes,
Instead
and he
of
just
poking you with the head.
I thought you were cool.
he just says, water.
There's water downstairs.
I'll go get him a water, but then when I give it to him, I won't do it like really passive aggressively. Like
Almost
Here's
spill
your
it.
water.
He'll
there's your
just take
water.
it, just drink it all, like literally all of it, to where it's like, he's just
Oh,
like,
and you pass
It's like splashing down the sides of your mouth, like you're wasting it. Like,
Yeah.
I need all the
yeah, he
water.
doesn't care. He just and then just like splashes the rest on his face and just.
Oh yeah, Sigmund. I know why you didn't sleep, Brady. You had some tussling dreams. That's why you
What kind of
didn't sleep.
dreams?
We'll talk about that later.
Does everybody have
You can drink it.
For sure. Okay, well, Sigmund definitely looks troubled. I would say like everyone around Sigmund can see like he's
You want
like
a hug?
still looks like he doesn't look tired anymore. He doesn't look like he has like he doesn't have his like sleep in his eyes. Like it's more like his eyes are wide. Like it's like he didn't sleep at all. His eyes are bloodshot. And you can see like some sweat on his brow.
Okay, if I see Sigmund's obvious, I don't know. Are you okay for real though?
And he goes,
Oh,
he just looks
actually,
up.
I will tell you what your dream is,
Okay.
and you can tell everyone if you want to share. But you kept having dreams that you were like getting swarmed by enemies, and even with your sword, it was like too heavy to swing through all the enemies who were like swarming on you. And every time
What do they look like?
shadows. And every time you wake up, you're like, oh my god, and you go back to sleep, and then it starts over again, all through while you're trying to sleep. That's why you didn't sleep super great. That's also why, like, on the second poke, you were already like halfway awake
Mm-hmm.
because you
So
never,
Sigmund just-
got that REM. That's why your eyes are all bloodshot.
Well, Sigmund goes, I suppose I didn't sleep very well. And he goes, So where are we going? What time of day is it? And he starts redonning his armor, seeming to come back to normal a little bit more as he starts to don his armor. But it did kind of like strike you as in like, what the fuck's wrong with him?
No, okay. I was being harsh there, but you're not giving me any "you broke my cart" vibes right now.
I was about to say, what happened to your cart? You seem to very much cherish it.
What happened to it? I'm just gonna take it everywhere.
So, right at this moment, Dasani hears a little voice in the back of his head, and it just says, I don't know, sure seems like that kid was pretty sketch. I bet she did it.
Everybody that can talk in minds, all lines are open. Let's just keep those mind lines of communication going. This is convenient. I like it. I'm kind of.
You said that out loud?
Mm-hmm. Like, keep on talking in my brain. You all are my patrons now, and
So Sigmund's just like he puts the sword on his back, and he sees, of course, Dasani doing Dasani things. So he's like, looks over at Maeve. So, do you want to go check the shops with me?
Yes. Let's go shopping.
Yay!
Let's.
Can I take you guys to
Just
the scene of the crime first?
Just an FYI, you wouldn't have recognized it as Valley, and she's not in the room.
Oh, so you put a voice on. Okay. Who the fuck said that? Hey, Elena, is that you? Wait, no, what is?
He's just like, who
That
the fuck
wasn't
said that?
Voices are back. Oh god, I don't want to hear the voices again. Oh man, at least they're just saying like go. At least they're just saying she broke my cart. The little girl broke my cart. Not go eat the little girl, or go, render the flesh from her bones and eat her piece by piece. Yeah, there's no sucker dry.
So wait, you eat
Yeah.
people?
Huh? No, but that's usually what the voices say to go do.
Now
He's
in,
undead.
in your
He's
head
undead,
now,
remember?
in your head now, you'll hear, but I bet she does taste pretty good.
Okay, they're back to telling me to eat children again. God, I thought I was over this. I'm not going to eat any kids. Don't worry. I don't even know you. How do you? I don't know where you eat.
As Dasani's going on, Sigma's like slowly like backing out of the room, like just like.
I'm not going to eat you. Even you're so filled with delicious, perfectly toned meat. I'm not going to eat you.
Maeve,
So
can
oily.
we tie
No,
him
you're
in
fine.
a knot and in a taco, and he can be thrown over Sigmund's shoulder?
I'm not
And
going to eat anything.
Valley walks up the stairs right now, and she goes, is someone buying tacos? I'm hungry. Can we get breakfast tacos? Is it breakfast
Yeah,
time?
can we eat a child? Oh yeah, breakfast tacos. Let's do that. That sounds better.
Valley, do you want to help wrap up Destiny like a taco, and then Sigmund can carry him because he's threatening to eat small children?
I'm not.
Are we gonna
threatening
eat him?
To eat anybody. I'm just hearing voices in my head.
Well,
that
I
tell
read
me to
in-
eat children.
in
I'm
a-
not going to do it.
In a
That's just what
village,
they tell me.
in a village, I was once.
Do you do everything?
In
Do they do
they
everything?
they
that
stick
patrons
them
do?
on a stick,
Okay.
or they stick like pigs on a stick, or whatever they're cooking. Sometimes vegetables, and they turn it. So if he wants to cook
Ooh.
people,
What's the
Are we
kid?
eating pigs or Dasani or children? I'm very confused. I just want a breakfast taco.
we can eat Dasani.
What?
We're not
You're going to eat
eating
me?
anyone.
Okay.
We're going to go
Strange
out.
paladin. Who's
We're
your
going to
god?
go shopping.
Who's your god
Now
over
we're
here?
going shopping.
I want to go get
This
food.
I'm gonna need to have a conversation
Somewhere
with your
else.
god.
Yeah. Who's your god? Who's your god? Who's
I'm
your
going
god?
with Maeve. You just go
Maeve
eat.
is your god?
No, I'm
oh,
good.
this is interesting.
I'm
I
gonna.
like a
might want
power
in. Do you have a
structure.
pamphlet or anything?
I'm gonna go with Alana. You're crazy and not nice, and I don't like you. I'm going with Maeve and Alana.
I want to take on a level of paladin here. What's...
No, you go away. And she runs to Maeve to hide behind her.
Whatever.
Maeve's gonna go shopping.
That's
Maeve
where
is done. Absolutely done, and is going shopping.
Where are we going? I thought we were getting breakfast tacos.
Valley, let's go get something to eat. I'm
Please.
starving.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
I could eat a whole kid.
There is a breakfast kebab place right next to it's not
Breakfast
it's not
kebab
breakfast.
place.
Sigmund
I love
already
that.
found
It's
it.
just a regular kebab place.
Sigmund's already eating them damn
Breakfast kebab.
kebabs.
Not breakfast kebabs, regular
He's
kebabs. Got
double
it.
fisting them kebabs right now.
Breakfast kebabs
While
sound
y'all
fantastic.
talking about eating children, Sigmund's like kebab city, bitch. Like right now, like
I'm following Maeve
Go.
and Alana wherever Maeve and Alana go. I
Put
go.
them, they spin around, they go get you a nice long chunk of kid and just put it. Right? No? Oh. Lamb or something, probably.
Maeve,
Lamb or something,
Maeve, let's go
probably.
get a new pair of boots or whatever they have there. Let's go find stuff.
Yeah, Maeve's gonna go just explore the shops.
That's where Kalina's going. Off she goes.
I think Sigmund's is gonna go with. Is he still has the kebabs with him? He's just like they got a bunch of them, and he's just like eating them while
Just
he's
a
looking.
pocket full of kebabs.
Yep.
So, there is a place that is selling like tapestries, and they have like rugs and garments and things. And then there is a place that's selling weapons, and they also have a smith. And some guy who's working with weird little baubles.
She's gonna talk to the guy working with baubles.
He will ask you what you are looking for. Anything in particular?
Anything with magic.
Oh, well, he knows as well as I do. There's lots of things with magic here. The question always comes down to price.
I have plenty of coin to spare. What have you got, dear sir?
I can either, he says, a lovely lady like you, and he pulls out a this weird box, and he says, this might interest the ladies more than you gentlemen. I don't know though. And he opens this weird wooden box. Are you? Because you guys are all in there, I imagine. So you guys all shopping together.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
It's like a jewelry box. There are a couple of rings. They're all unappraised, but he does know that all he can cast is detect magic. He doesn't know what they're magic.
Oh, so the rings that we got, he doesn't know.
The rings that you got, I totally forgot about, so I will get back to you. He can appraise those for you. He can appraise those for you if you leave them with him for an hour to be determined.
Just appraise them. He can't tell us what they are.
We got
No,
about
he
10
needs to- he
minutes
needs to
left,
identify.
so you would have to probably wait till next week.
Yeah, we'll wait till next
Yeah.
time. Sorry. I totally.
Ooh,
So-
what a
We can do-
cliffhanger to praise.
We can do that off screen. That's fine.
So,
Um,
does the smithy have the ability to imbue things with magic, like magical fortification?
It's this is actually the last thing we'll do before we cut off for the night. So I'm glad you asked because I had an idea about that. It actually worked kind of perfectly with what you and I were DMing, and so as you ask him that, the Vistani, he's actually bigger than most Vistani. He's a human, but he's of large stature, and he asks if he can see it.
Oh, see the Rising Totter? And he takes it off and presents it to him, like in a way to where it's like he doesn't like hold it out like that, because it's a big ass sword. So he kind of
Right.
when he hands it out to somebody, he will hold it downwards. The blade is down, and he'll
I feel you.
offer.
So, he grabs it, and with one arm he lifts it all the way up, and then puts another hand on it as he.
Sigmund is
takes
Sigmund is definitely impressed by this. He hasn't seen
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
else do this unless it was his master.
This
He's just
dude's he's I mean, you can tell he's got no technique with it, but he is interested because it's bigger than anything he's ever seen. And he'll hand it back to you. You can tell he struggled with it. He says, "That's a fine weapon." But you notice, where did you find this weapon? He'll ask you.
It was bestowed upon me by my master. It is a very unwieldy blade, known as the Ravenloft or the Giant Slayer. It was passed down for 3 generations. It's said that the metal came from a demon's lair. It was forged from the demon's hide.
I've heard of such weapons. I've never beheld one like this. You do realize it's incomplete, though. He'll ask you.
Incomplete. I always looked at the stories of the Ravenloft as merely folklore, and it was merely an heirloom. While it does definitely hold some strange properties. To me, it's just a large sword that I've become accustomed to.
So he will holler for the guy who's running the baubles, and the guy will he'll look over, and he opens the he leaves the jewelry right there, and he goes, you can look at everything you want, but don't steal from me or I'll curse you. And then he walks away, and he walks over to you, and he looks at the sword, and it's a jovial Vistani. They can't all be in dour, sour moods all the time. He's happy about cursing people and stuff. He likes his job. He's passionate about what he does.
Bless me. Sorry.
Yeah, he will look at the blade, and you see him like running his fingers across it, and he sees this divot, and he goes, I recall, and he was like sort of speaking in like half sentences, like I am right now, trying to think of what he's trying to say. That's box text. So he goes and he grabs this little orb, and he asks you, he goes, "How much coin do you have, boy?"
And he just like pats himself, and he pulls out his coin first. How much does he have? It's pretty light when he pulls out the coin.
Is what you have.
What? Where'd I get that from?
You all have 500.
Where the hell did I get that? What?
The last job
So
he did right before
he pats
came
himself,
to
and he's like,
Barovia.
he's pats himself. He's like, what's this? When did I get this? Holy shit!
I forgot I'm loaded. Shit.
I'm a baller.
So
Guys, we got
pulls it
5
out.
more
He just-
minutes.
There's
He
nothing.
pulls out the
5-minute
bag.
countdown.
Don't worry about it.
He pulls out the bag
does-
and he drops it on the table.
He does tell you, he shows you, it looks like a little like perfectly polished amber sphere, and he does tell you, he's like, this is priceless, but I guess for 500 gold pieces, which is exactly what you have, I could probably part ways with it.
Fucking do it, dude. I'll give you 50 to live off of.
Sigmund, of course, being the magic skeptic and sorcery skeptic that he is, he's like, well, if you can tell me of its properties and show me what it can do to make the Rising Tower stronger.
He tells you, unfortunately, I don't have that information. You will have to attune it to your blade.
500?
500 GP.
I'll buy that thing.
You'll buy the orb.
I'll buy the orb.
He also has
Rent it out to Sigmund.
I don't
He
require your coin, Dasani, please.
Okay.
he says, and if you don't like that one, and then he pulls out this little pebble. He says, same price, you can have this one instead.
I'll take it. But I'll take
Well-
whatever one you don't want. I'll give you first dibs.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you half the gold I have now for this trinket. And when I return here, I will give you double what you ask for.
I'll buy one for 500.
writes out all that down on a piece of paper, and then he says, one moment, and then he nicks his finger and puts a blood fingerprint on the piece of paper and hands it to you, and he says, I'll take that deal.
And he does the same thing, nicks his thumb, puts it on there. He goes, I'm a man of my word, and I will return and pay what I owe.
All right. And, yeah, so do you want
Gives
the
you
amber
$250.
one, or do you want the pebble?
I'll take he takes the amber one.
Okay.
And
So you have
he-
to attune to it. Essentially, you'll make it like part of your blade. And,
Okay, so when he puts it in, like the slot, does it like just go in there like randomly, just sticks by itself?
so as
By some force?
you're holding the sword and you're also holding the orb, as it even gets close enough to the little divot that the guy had run his finger across, the sword itself, you know, this demon metal sword goes and opens up like there's a perfect slot for that orb to go.
Sigmund.
Sigmund is just standing there with this sword, like he's like mouth open, like, well, I've never seen it do that before. He goes, thank you, and puts it on his shoulder and just wondering in his head, what the hell did I just do?
All right. And that is where we are going to call it tonight. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you everybody who's here. If you guys want to do outros, feel free.
Who's first? Me?
Ravenheart.
Yeah.
Once again, hi guys. My name is Ravenheart, twitch.tv/Ravenheart. I play all the spooky, scary games on Twitch, do some speedruns and stuff like that. I've been around a long time, so if you guys want to come check me out, you're more than welcome in my nest. And I'm also running the Scarathon next month over on Scarathon TV, twitch.tv/Scarathon TV. Make sure you follow at Scarathon on Twitter to learn more. 3 days, 30 plus broadcasters, all horror, all raising money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. It's going to be a lovely, lovely time, and I hope to have you guys all here.
Crystal.
Okay. Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. You can find me here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, playing in The Inspector's Waterdeep is Falling. We are finding more and more things wrong with our dear city, and it is a fun time. So come find me here tomorrow. Other than that, you can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet and as well on the Discord, which we should post in the chat at some point. So yeah.
Tildays.
Hey, I'm Tilly. You can find me on Twitch on Tildays .tv. If you I do a gaming and cooking cast, and I'll be back on Twitch on Monday. Not really sure what I'll be doing.
Valley. Or Birdie.
That's me. Hi, I'm Birdie, aka the Birdiesaurus, and you can find me all over the internet under that name. And not the next Monday, but the following one, you can also find me over on the Tainted Lands, playing in the Tainted Lands, or Deal of Omen, I think is the name of our current campaign. Anyways, I play Mox. He's a big old lizard folk boy, and he's a lot of fun to play. And other than that, I just hope you're all doing well and staying safe and staying inside, and ignore the stupid things that say you can go outside. You can't go outside. Stay inside and play D&D with us instead. Yay!
Matt.
Oh god, we have just so much shit going on.
So much stuff.
Start. Tomorrow we have a game with for cats. It's for a cageless, no-kill animal shelter, cat sanctuary out in Iowa. That's gonna be fun to play cats.
Wait.
We're right before
Iowa? What the fuck?
I know, right?
I'm in Iowa. What the hell?
But yeah, we're doing
That's
that.
cool. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Her and Maddie Z are out there. But yeah, we're doing that, and then Jasper's Game Week all week. We'll be helping out with that. We got a lot of prizes and crap to give away. We got a car.
Cars and boat.
A car.
It's like, what?
Oh yeah, dude, we're giving away cars and a boat, and then small riding mini boats. And
Freaking Bob Barker over here.
But
It's a new car.
and Krakens, we're giving away Krakens. But yeah, we got Jasper's Game Day, and then we have a extra bonus Jasper's Game Day, May the 4th. We have a Star Wars game we're playing in the morning on here on Impact RPG. Because me and Miles had to do something Star Wars.
Because it's May the 4th. I
on
mean,
the side.
no.
And we can't watch the Clone Wars while we mod. We're gonna be good mods, like DC. All right, so yeah, watch us do all the things.
So I am Misty. I am here every other or first and third Friday doing Ravenloft, and every other Monday over on the Soul Bear channel, who we are going to go raid after this. So stay tuned for a hot minute because they are a bunch of fun people. I do a lot of behind the scenes stuffs and things. If it happens, it's usually I have my paw prints on it somewhere in Impact. So there you go. And last but not least, our DM.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. Everything that Matt and Misty said plus one. No, I'm just kidding. I also want to bring
tomorrow. We're gonna have his cats.
I'm gonna have my cat, and I'm just gonna.
No, actually,
don't
that'll
run
probably
away,
be the
kitty.
one game. They're like, no,
Right.
fuck you guys. We ain't showing up for the cat game.
Exactly.
That'll be the one game that
We're
will
gonna
show up.
actually go do cat stuff. No. Also, Sunday, we do have our historic Worlds of Astoria
Oh, yeah, that's right.
game, and
Yeah.
in the interim,
Procedurally?
before we begin the Worlds of Astoria, they are going to be doing some like world hopping for a little bit.
Yeah, so we're doing
definitely tune into
procedurally
that.
generated settings in world, so we can tune in and see what world we roll up, and then me and my house get to
We're gonna
make
create.
it up
We're gonna
on
create
the fly.
different worlds.
See how that goes. One was like what, stegosaurs with revolvers. I hope we get that one.
So basically, we have tomorrow, Waterdeep is falling at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Sunday, we have Worlds of Astoria, the beginning. It is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Monday, we have the Mad Adventures with Mad Fish, and it is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Wait,
And if you
it's
would
Monday?
like to be a guest star on the Mad Adventures, please go into our Discord chat and go under where it says request for players and let us know. We are taking bookings for people. So other than that, it has been Ravenloft. I think it's episode 4. And this is Impact RPG going to go raid Soulbear channel. So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
so hang on.
All right. See you guys.
All next week.
See everybody.
May the 4th. Check us out.
Bye.